the Mail Review on Yale RadioCast.
It's Saturday. It is a Juneteenth celebration Saturday. Welcome again to Yale RadioCast flagship show. That is going to be the Mail Review. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in the building with the leg today. And today we have my brother Dylan Yale in the building, working the boards, working like the hardest working man in show business. The king in the building. We also have your boy Mark L. That's me running my mouth. The cat in the hat, chilling.
Yes, sir.
And that's the kneecap. And just letting y'all know today, unfortunately, the shin is out, but the thigh is here.
No, TR was the shin.
The shin. That's what I'm saying. The shin is out.
Yeah.
The shin is out today.
He's
TR
always
is out today.
He's always out.
He's always out. He's drilling. That's okay.
drilling.
The shin. Look, the shin's work is never done.
And Josh,
the intern, is not in today, but that's okay because we got the crutch in the building. The crutch, my man Trevor.
Peace and blessings, brother. You know, I would rather be the ankle.
You want to be the ankle?
I think Josh is the ankle.
Josh is the ankle, man.
Well, that hurts.
Well, you know what? We got two legs, but you know, there's two legs and two ankles, but you know.
Well, you know
we're
what?
Just one leg. We're the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. It's just one leg, but it's okay.
I went and had some X-rays on my knees yesterday. So
Uh-oh.
I definitely can't be the knee.
You can't be the knee.
I got bad knees.
Hey, man, listen. When your ACL be torn, you can't. The kneecap is hard work.
The meniscus.
The meniscus.
Exactly.
The meniscus.
The patella.
Maybe, the patella. Patella.
Okay,
that works.
see, and that's why we bringing people in like that go levels that we don't.
Thank you.
They just keep it going in,
Thank
y'all.
you
Thank y'all again for
Can't
joining
be
us.
fragile.
Yes,
Thank
can't
you
be
very
fragile.
What I don't want to be is the Achilles heel.
No, don't be the heel, bro. Don't never be the heel, bro. Not the heel, bro. Hey, thank y'all again for joining us today here on Yale RadioCast, definitely with the Mail Review on this. Even though it's rainy Saturday, it is Juneteenth, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all did not hear the news, on Thursday night, Joe Beasy signed a bill to make Juneteenth a federal holiday, which, let's give that a round of applause, y'all. Let's give that a round of applause. I appreciate it. However, I just want y'all to know, we've been celebrating Juneteenth for a long time. You know, it's just, y'all catching up. Y'all just not catching up. Now it's a federal holiday. So, I can dig it. I feel it. You know, it sounds like America is trying to heal. However, let me just go ahead and say that can y'all just stop killing us? Right. I mean, can we do that? Why don't we make that a Juneteenth?
Can we have a holiday where we don't die?
Right. Let's make that a Juneteenth tradition. Let's not kill black people.
That's wonderful, man. That's a wonderful idea.
Isn't that a wonderful thing?
Yeah, that is.
What better way to celebrate it?
That's
we ain't going to talk about critical
idea.
race theory today. Anyway, let's move along.
A moratorium on death.
In
all of our cities,
but we don't
all of our communities.
We just don't want it on Juneteenth. We want it to continue.
But it's got to start somewhere.
It's got to start somewhere.
So Juneteenth is a wonderful day for black people to just not kill anybody.
That's beautiful.
Not kill ourselves, not kill anybody in our community, not kill anybody.
Today. Everybody should live today.
That's a wonderful, wonderful idea, brother.
Right on. And you know, and with it being rainy, you know, I could go ahead and be poetic today. Let's see here now. I could be just poetic today. Just talking about it. How, you know, just basically saying that it's for the most part, let's say this. It's raining. That could be our ancestors. Definitely crying with happiness. Let me also say though, even still, my brother Dylan, I got a man on fire moment with Juneteenth
already. Juneteenth.
How am I mad about Juneteenth? Already just made it a federal holiday on Thursday.
And you already got a man on fire.
I'm already mad. Already mad.
So peep it out. For those who are unaware, thank you once again for tuning in to the Mail Review on Yale RadioCast. For those who are unaware of the man on fire moment, it's a moment when you're upset.
Okay.
Man on fire. You just on fire about this whatever topic, and you got to get it off your chest.
Flaming.
Now, I don't know. If
not flaming.
I don't know. We want to say we.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. We want to say we flaming.
We don't want to use that particular terminology.
I am upset.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am an angry black man today, simply because here is my man on fire moment. I'm happy that they signed the bill on Thursday. However, let me tell you something. Them people got on print shop. Shout out to all them people over 40 who know what I'm talking about when I say print shop. Butter Brown software, ladies and gentlemen, don't even exist no more. I don't think it might call in and tell me about it. However, they got on print shop and immediately printed up them signs that say, "We are closed on Friday." Let me tell you something. I needed to go get my tag on Friday. I had the time. My company said, "Hey, for Juneteenth, we're giving you everybody the afternoon off to reflect and to rejoice and to accept this blessed occasion." But I needed to handle some damn business.
You know, I was amazed at how they passed
did it
that
so
bill,
fast.
and then the next day it goes into effect.
Federal buildings were closed. Here's my moment, though. I needed to handle some business, and they closed. Now, let me tell you how I can extrapolate this, my brother.
Extrapolate?
Hey, let me extrapolate on the point of why I'm pissed off.
EXPRAPOLATE.
To the highest of pissed. With an X. It's an X in there somewhere. To extrapolate on the point. It's an X in there. So I needed to handle
Chicago
business.
slang.
With a little slang on there. Chi-town. Shout out to Chi-town.
Extrapolate.
Southside specifically.
Extrapolate.
I had to extrapolate that on that with an X in there.
I like it.
So check it. So I needed to handle business. I had to go get a tag for my brand new vehicle that I've recently purchased. Why? Because it's illegal to drive without a tag that's authorized in the state of Georgia.
And you don't want to get pulled over.
I don't want to get pulled over
shot
by
in the head
and shot
on Juneteenth.
On Juneteenth.
So you tried to handle your business.
I tried to handle my business.
And it was closed.
And it was damn closed.
You know what that says to me, though?
What?
If the government can act with that much efficiency for something like that, why can't they act with that much efficiency for other things?
See?
They can decide a national holiday on Thursday and then close everything on Friday.
On Friday, immediately.
Come on, brother.
Listen to me. Immediately, they put up signs. Look, me and the people in the parking lot was sitting out there looking like this. What you mean they closed today?
Right.
Listen, when they, I'm gonna ask. I don't know, because we got age on us. So let's think. Let's see if we can think. Let's go back in the past. When they made Dr. King's birthday a national holiday, when they made it something that we celebrated, how long did it take them to actually get to the point where they closed?
It absolutely was not the next day, bro.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, it absolutely was not the next day.
I understand.
To get it out good.
Hey,
it wasn't the next day.
It wasn't the very next day.
I'm sure that they deliberated, thought about it, considered it, had meetings and all kinds of stuff, and then thought about it some more, had meetings about the meetings.
Yes.
Meetings about the meetings.
Yep.
Yes.
But it did not happen that fast.
No way.
Because I'm gonna tell you how fast it happened. It happened so fast, and we talk about how with technology things move fast nowadays.
Right.
Google even said, "Hey, it's open and it's lighter than usual because y'all closed, motherfucker."
Wow.
So that's my man on fire moment. Other than that, I'm definitely happy to celebrate Juneteenth. Also, I didn't forget the most important part. For those of you out there who have helped the world's population.
Yes. Contributed
to the world's population.
Hey, some have contributed to overpopulation.
That is correct. Along with the assistance of a willing young lady.
Yeah. They had to be willing.
They had to be willing. And they had to be definitely willing.
And most of them were willing up until they didn't like the dude.
That's beside the point.
No, that is the point.
At the minute that your progeny hit the world, you became a father. So I'm going to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Happy Father's Day.
That's happening tomorrow.
Absolutely.
But we're doing the show on Saturday, so I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I'm going to let y'all know I'm still against the women who definitely feel as though they should put their stuff up for, oh, Lord, a man on fire moment. There's a man on fire moment coming.
Look here.
I'm just going to say.
You already, look here, man.
I know how you feel about it.
Look here, man.
I know how you feel about it.
Women. No. Let me correct that. Females.
Oh, Lord, not females.
Because apparently if you want to take credit for being a father, you aren't a woman. But since you don't have the man part, I'm going to give you that much that you're a female.
Okay, a female.
Leave us alone, man.
Right.
Can we have something?
Just a little bit.
See, now you hit me with a man on fire.
Didn't I say a man on fire? Boy, I can see the future.
And look here.
Whiskey.
Look here. At the end of the day, you get applauded for being the woman that you are because, yes, definitely you are the backbone of the household. Yes, a lot of things wouldn't happen within that household of rearing these kids if it wasn't because of the mother, right?
Right on.
We're not trying to take that away from you. But
Respect.
God damn it, woman, you got your day.
Let us have our day.
Let us have our... Can I get 5 funky-ass minutes?
5 minutes.
5 funky-ass minutes.
To enjoy.
To enjoy and say, hey...
I like these socks.
Thank you, too. Yeah, because we ain't getting shit.
Thank you for this cup of coffee.
Coffee mug. Go ahead.
Question: What is the best Father's Day present either one of y'all have ever gotten? The best.
The best Father's Day present, honestly. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a Cancer. I'm gonna be sentimental. Was my boys. That was my best gift ever. And you know, I've had brunches and breakfasts and some things that happened. However, my best gift was becoming a father. That is absolutely my choice. I chose that. I chose to be a father. I was not when it was time. I embraced the concept of being a father, and yeah, that's my best gift. That's where I'm gonna go. Mark L handles his until Mark L. We celebrate Juneteenth until Mark L handles his personal business. Look, for somebody that's out here drilling, Mr. Sheehan.
Yeah, the Sheehan.
Don't throw no rocks and hide your hands, sir.
Call in.
Deal with that tropical depression. Oh, I know he'll call in now. Say that to my face through the phone online somewhere.
From a distance.
From a distance, from over there. But no, word up. Seriously, that's a good question. My best gift on Father's Day, I'm gonna say, is becoming a father. Because I'm gonna tell you honestly, I'm not a dude that's big on presents. I'm not a dude that's big on receiving things for what the fuck damn it. Was that the last F-bomb of the month?
That was you're in good standing.
I'm in good standing?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Is there an F-bomb quota?
There's an F-bomb limit, and usually he blows past it just before we start.
Okay.
However, I'm just going to say, seriously, for doing what I'm supposed to do.
But right now there's an F-bomb surplus.
There's a surplus of F-bombs. So you're welcome to use them if you like.
Thank you very much.
But being a father and doing what I'm supposed to do is what's important. So that's my gift. My gift to that. Other than that, I don't care about receiving things.
If both of you brothers don't mind, I don't know a whole lot about your children's situation. Let's talk about our kids. It's Father's Day.
We're going to go into that.
We're going to definitely go into that.
Tell me how many kids you got.
We're going to talk about that.
So let me circle it in.
Hold on.
Because we're going into the topic, which is fatherhood, right? But we have to converse about it from a different perspective. Conversation from a man's perspective.
Correct.
Anybody who rears a child is a father, but what are the struggles and difficulties that we've had with raising our sons or daughters or children or other people's kids? We want to kind of like break it down into all these different ideals to really get our vision or how we feel about these topics.
Yeah.
I got two different sons from two different women, which have two different relationships with each one of my boys.
Sure. Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The situation often doesn't get talked about or heard out from the man's perspective, but a perspective gets placed upon us.
Of course.
You should do. You should be able to do. You should feel like you should
have done.
You should have done. You should be able to do.
You should be doing.
Should be doing. Blah, 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 blah. So that's basically where we're going with it, but that's a good question.
Right on.
But what was your greatest gift as a father before we move on?
You know what? I'm sitting here trying to think, to be honest with you, this hurts, but it doesn't really hurt. I don't think I've ever gotten a Father's Day gift, an actual literal gift. I don't think I've ever gotten one from any of my baby's mothers. I've got two, or my children. But my children, as you guys know, are far away.
Yeah,
right.
So, I'm going to be honest. When my daughter calls me from New York and just says, Dad, happy Father's Day, I love you, it really feels great, bro.
It does.
That's it.
It does.
That's it. I could use a new watch. I could use a new laptop. But I'm just putting it out there.
We're putting it in a universe.
I'm putting those out there, man.
Right on, brother. Right on.
I hope the universe is listening.
What about you, brother? Don?
Yo, universe.
I
need a new MacBook.
I need a MacBook Pro. What about you, Don? What's the best Father's Day gift you received, man?
Not to offend anybody, but I've gotten some things that a card here and there, some things, shirts. Nothing really of a historical,
nothing that stands out.
Yeah, nothing that really just like, oh my God, touched my heart. It's a picture of me and my son in a frame when he was a baby. He was born.
That's good. That's actually that's a good thing to talk about. Are we appreciated, or are we just supposed to be doing
we're appreciated when they can't open the jar of jelly. And that's why we're there when they can't reach the big stuff off the top of the refrigerator and they're like 5'4".
That's terrible.
And the little duck still.
It's some of us that was 5'5" for a long time. I'm feeling some kind of way. But go ahead. I feel you.
I think we're appreciated, but not to the full extent of our position.
Okay, got you.
It's like when you're in your position, people really start to neglect what you really do in the household and the part that you really play. And I think just that as a societal view that men have created,
Right.
that we're kind of overlooked with what we do if we are actually doing our job. So what gets highlighted is the men that don't do their job. So we talk more about the men that don't do shit, and we don't give much credit to the men that are doing everything that they're supposed to do.
I got you.
At a high level.
Okay, got you.
Because you get chalked up with, well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Correct.
Well, am I?
Right. Because there's a lot who ain't.
Because it's a lot who ain't, number one.
They don't know what they supposed to be doing.
And number two, each household is different. So maybe my upbringing is a little different than yours for you to say what I am supposed to do.
Agreed.
See what I'm saying? Trevor, what you got on that?
I wanted to ask this. Can I change the subject just a little bit? Same subject. But do you think it's bad form for a man to ask for what he wants? Now, when was the last time you, Dylan, ever asked, hey baby, you know what I would like?
No.
I wish I had me a new cell phone. I wish I had me some new rims. I wish I had me a new watch. When was the last time either one of you actually literally asked?
You know what?
For something? Now, wait a second. Do you think it's bad form?
Okay. All right, so two
because
two
men
things.
don't do that.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
Men never I
let
need this. I want this.
Let me answer that question. First, let me see. Trey Michael, we love y'all. Hey, Trey Michael, hey, we love y'all too. Thank you. We love y'all. We definitely love y'all. And y'all should know how we show out on Mother's Day. So, because we show out on Mother's Day. All right, Phoenix. She said, and then TR. He goes, well, I love getting stuff off the top shelf, but I love midgets. Okay, TR is obviously out there drilling hard. Let me just say, just to answer, and you, sir, are very much appreciated. Right on, Phoenix. Thank you so much. Let me just say, so basically, Trevor, you asking if it's bad form to ask. Basically, let me say it like this. No. I'm not really a person that asks, but I don't really ask for a lot of things. I don't really be. I'm okay. So let me just go ahead and throw this in here. All right, because they use this a lot. Okay, CIS male. I'm a CIS male. I'm heterosexual. This is what I do. All right, so let's get that out the way. Now, me being that kind of man, being that male, or being that man, as the case may be. I just kind of do what I do, and I don't look for trophies, so to speak, right? Now, granted, in jest, I might be watching TV and be like, you know what, that'd be a hell of a Father's Day gift. As a matter of fact, today, I talked to a love of mine, and I told her actually it was very simple. We were talking about something like a car care kit. Like Armor All and stuff like that. And just in jest, I said, that would be a hell of a Father's Day gift. But I said it in jest. Do I expect to get it? No. Will I be surprised if I get it? Yes. I actually received a gift yesterday from a different love who sent me something that I haven't opened yet. I want to open it in her presence or via video chat or however we want to do that. Right. But I say that to say, I don't think it's poor form. I just don't think men do that. I don't think we ask for gifts. I think when we want stuff, we go out there and we go get it.
We go get it.
We go buy it. I said an Armor All kit, but I probably stopped at the store. I borrowed some Armor All. Thank you very much for that, my love. I borrowed some Armor All and some brushes and some stuff like that to do some things with my car because hey, I got a new car, so I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm real anal retentive about it. What do you have?
What do you have?
It's a 2021 Honda Civic.
See, when you say 2021, that sounds so good to me.
It sounds so good to me because I have never owned a new car, but we're going to that on another show.
Okay.
However,
but congratulations, that's big, bro.
Thank you. It's huge for me,
bro. That's big.
It's huge for me.
Because this is the car that I have now. It's also my nicest car, and for a man, a vehicle, it's my nicest car in history.
I'm gonna cancel Trevor at this moment. His nicest car.
Am I not allowed to say nicest?
Nicest.
Are there certain things on the show that I'm not? Because some people say, listen, I just found out that a grown man is not allowed to say the word yummy. Is there a?
It's not.
Is yummy okay?
Nicest denotes
yummy
plural.
Is okay.
Yummy's okay.
But
now we're referring to a dude.
We're looking at you with a
Hey man, Look, this hairstyle is yummy.
That's the toughest word that came out of your mouth.
Yummy? No, you good, bro. You good.
Listen, let me go to the leg chats, man.
Look, go to the leg chat right quick. And then I'll finish my point after the leg chat. Thank y'all for interacting with us, by the way.
Yeah,
He said his hairstyle is yummy.
Walker Styler said it's not bad for the father to ask. Mothers ask all the time.
This is true.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree 100%
That's what I'm saying.
with that.
All right, Trey,
That's what I'm saying.
got another comment by Trey Michael. What makes you not want to ask?
This is my point. Listen, really quickly. That's what. Can I bring it real quick? I just wanted to say
We
that's
wanted it.
why I'm bringing it up. See, we men, there's some silent belief that we think we shouldn't ask for things. There's this ideal that a man is not supposed to ask for things, and I'm saying break that barrier. Ask for what you want.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't. Go. Well,
I was going to say, that's heteronormativity.
I will say this
Because this is what we've been taught.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
It's a stereotype.
From my past experiences personally, it's because if somebody's giving something to me and things don't turn out a little bit down the road, they want to take it
This
back.
is so true. This is true too.
So
Or they hold it against you in some way.
They hold it against you. So
Yes, this
so
is
from
true.
the position that I've always been in, from the first time that's happened to me, I say that'll be the last time I ask for you.
Oh boy, listen. I'm quick to tell you. Look, you gonna ask.
Now-
Look, you gonna ask me before I ask you.
Now
I'm quick to say that. Now that's the truth.
Now that puts me in a position that if you've gotten something for me, for you to throw it in my face, I got
no.
you. Whoa! I ain't
No,
never
I
that shit.
don't like that. I don't like that at
so,
all.
So it's just me. With the type of person I am, I try to control my situation as much as I can. Even in my current relationship, I try to have a little bit of control of what I do. Can't control what she does,
Absolutely.
but at least I can control what I do.
Absolutely.
So if there's any conversations or head bumps or
You got
arguments
yourself
or
covered.
disagreement, I got me covered.
Yeah,
so
correct.
that's why I've always been in. That's why I've always been in that position to not want to ask.
Yeah, I
Right on.
feel the same way.
Understood.
I don't do it, but I've always wondered why don't I do it?
Right.
Because
It's
right
not
now
even a thought.
It's not even a thought.
It's
You don't
not
even
even a
consider
thought.
it.
It's not
You
even
don't
a
even
consideration.
whatever you don't have, you're just gonna do without it until you get it. You never ever think, well, maybe I can get my lady to get it. Maybe I can get my my anybody. Men never think that way.
I never think that way.
However, this is a woman's general mode of being. I think, generally speaking, if she's with a dude, I think she's generally expecting that the things that she needs, the things that she's put out in the universe that she wants, either accidentally or on purpose, she's expecting her man to get it for her at some point.
Okay.
And if you don't, you're going to be held accountable for it in
here's the
some way
thing.
or another.
Here's the thing. So we put that shit on ourselves, though, bro. That's how I feel about it. Let me just tell you that. We put that shit on ourselves because it really does have to be that way, right?
True.
Okay. So, but listen to me. Phoenix, you saying you giving the damn truth right there. Phoenix, no, that's Trey that's giving the truth. Trey's telling Phoenix, CIS refers to when a man, go back to that.
Let's go back to that.
Yeah, go back to that.
We got a
comment.
lot
Let
of interaction. Thank you, ladies, because it's all ladies and TR.
Hey,
TR's out there.
I'm
We
good
love
with the
ladies.
lady. Okay, so according to Trey, according to Trey
Pull
Michael,
it back up.
she is definitely giving up the definition of what CIS means.
Okay.
So because I use that terminology and I didn't specify that. CIS basically means to me is when, and this is what she's saying. It refers to when a person feels like they identify with the gender they are assigned at birth.
Right.
So basically, the doctor put male on my birth certificate, man or boy or whatever they put male on the birth certificate, and that's what I identify as, and that's what I mean by CIS. Respect to everybody else who identifies as something else. So, but going back to the point of what you were saying, it doesn't occur to us to ask for stuff. What has been ingrained in us, especially, I mean, and this is for anyone who was assigned male at birth. I don't care what you identify as now. It's ingrained in us. If you want something, you go out there and you get it.
Absolutely.
You earn it.
True.
You do whatever you gonna do.
Yep.
Just saying. So primarily, that is the case as far as we are concerned.
Phoenix
so,
is shocked.
I know Phoenix is shocked and appalled out here. But just saying that's what we're taught. So it doesn't occur to us to ask for stuff. Now, when we were kids, of course, we asked for stuff, but then we reached a certain age where it was like, go ahead and get it.
Yep.
Go ahead, and if you want it, you go get it. That's what we're taught to do. So now, granted, in jest, I'll say something. I'm gonna tell you what. Even on my birthday, I'm always shocked to receive a gift. I'm always shocked. But I know Trey pointed out in another one of her comments that it could be an act of service. I do appreciate when, let's say, somebody wakes me up and says, "Hey, I made you breakfast." That's a wonderful thing. When my sons, because they know their dad is good with cards, I give out cards for various events and milestones, for Mother's Day, for their birthdays, and so on and so forth.
Right.
My sons have picked that up, and they are also ones to go and literally read a card and determine if that fits the narrative of what they want to say to me on any given day.
Right.
I'm appreciative of that. Even if they call me and say Happy Father's Day, Dad, I'm appreciative of that.
Right.
That's a thing. But I've always been taught that this is my appreciation. I have no problem with that. I don't feel some kind of way if I don't get a gift. I don't feel bad. Now, will I feel some kind of way if they ain't call me? It'd probably be a week later. I'm like, man, them little call me and say Happy Father's Day. Yeah. But my kids have never not said Happy Father's Day.
I've gotten that.
Yeah, and it's funny because it really is like an afterthought. It's like
I've gotten that. Now the difference is I do get it. For a period, I did have custody of my youngest son, so he was in my presence then. But out of the presence, is like, hey, Pops, you got 20, 30, 40, whatever, motherfucker. Now you got time.
Now I'm dad.
Oh,
now I'm father. Now it's father. I need to borrow some money, father.
But to a degree, don't you think that's
you on the same shit your mama on, huh?
That's what
you're there for. You don't think so? That's what you're there for.
No, that's not exclusively what I'm there for.
Okay. Correct. So my question is,
I mean, is it the mother there for financial stability as well?
Sure.
He don't only talk to her ugly ass when he
not her ugly ass.
True,
sir.
Mama, I need money.
Sir.
There's other things they converse about. Hey,
Sir.
mama this. Hey, mama that. Hey, daddy this, and hey, daddy that too.
Right.
Now, that is also on the father to be very much involved on the other side.
Correct.
I'm going to give a very good example.
Okay.
I've seen conversations in the household that Phoenix has talks to her daughter like 5 times a damn day. Mm-hmm. They get on my goddamn nerves.
That's too much talking, right? For you.
No, not for me. It's like, well, damn. People, families, mothers, daughters, father, son, whoever it may be, really taught them. I'm slipping.
Right.
I'm slipping. Or is this my normal thing, or is it this is their normal thing?
I got you. Is it those two people?
I'm questioning, is it these two people, or is Dylan out of touch with how a parent-child relationship should really be?
Interesting.
Since they talk 2-3 times a damn day. Damn, Dylan, you slipping or something. What the hell are you doing?
You know what's funny, man? I have distinct thoughts about that. And it's talking to my kids, my sons, like we kind of, now that they're grown, my sons are 20 and 24. This year, as of this year, they'll be 20 and 24. If I talk to my sons twice a month, I mean, we good. And I don't mean it like I'm neglectful. It's just, this is how dudes operate. Like, seriously, like Dylan, if we didn't do this podcast, how many times do you think we talk during the year?
Once, 3, 5, 6 times
like,
a year.
Maybe on a post or something.
But I also question myself and say, hey, I need to reach out to my brothers more.
Right.
I do that.
I dig that. Yeah. I dig that. And I have a brother who's 10 years older than me. And shout out to KD if he's listening, if he's on the show. He knows I do this show. But I mean, me and my brother, we probably, I call him on birthday. Yeah. He called me on my birthday. Yeah. Unless it's something really serious dealing with the family, and like he really like, just to put it out there, like of my nuclear family that started when I was a child, it's really just me and him. Right. That's it. That's all that's left. I mean, we have cousins, a couple of cousins, but all of our older relatives have passed, so it's really just me and him. And I remember they used to worry about, man, your brother don't really mess with you. I'm like, first of all, he's 10 years older than I am. That's my big brother. But we cool.
We cool. I mean,
really, we ain't never had no beef. Like, other than when I was, kids, little baby snitching. That was me. But I was the baby, and I was Brolic, son. I was Brolic, son.
He don't snitch no more. Okay.
No, I don't snitch no more. Me and Takashi, we fell out. I mean, so Chicago, right? Chicago. No, but other than that, I mean, we ain't got no beef. But we kind of deal with each other like men. Even my sons and I, we deal with each other like men. Should I reach out more? Sometimes I have that feeling. I've talked to my ex-wife about that. Hey, you think I should be more active? But let me just tell you, like, he had custody of his sons. I also had custody of my sons at some point.
Right.
And it's not that I wasn't there to step up. It wasn't that I wasn't there to be there for them. It wasn't there when they needed me. I would go to them. And anybody that knows me, if you watching this show right now, please call in and challenge me 678-586-9241 if you got some shit to say. I mean, for real, y'all know I be there for mine. I'll be there for mine. And that to me is the most rewarding part of being a father. So turning it on its ear about getting gifts. My gifts are seeing that my children made it past the age of statistics.
Sure, man. That's big too.
Right?
I speak to my daughter. My daughter's 23. She's up in the Bronx. Shout out Nyamari.
Shout out Bronx.
Nyamari.
Happy
BX.
Juneteenth.
I'm not gonna shout out the
You're not going to shout out the BX?
Shout out the daughter, though.
Yeah, my daughter's up in the Bronx, and, I speak to her maybe about twice a month. Okay. And, I'd love to be talking to my daughter a little bit more often. I'd like to talk to her every week. I'd like to know, baby, how was your week? Is there anything you need this week? I'd like to speak to her once a week, and for me, that would be satisfactory. The 2 times a month that we do talk, it's not quite enough, but it's kind of up to her. I leave it up to her at this point.
Yes,
she's a grown woman.
Person.
She's grown. If my daughter was 15 or 16, I would make it a point to be calling her a lot more often, and I did when she was that age. But at this age, 23, 24, she's old enough to make her decision about when she wants to talk to dad, when she wants to talk to mom, who she wants to include in her life, and to what degree. It's not my responsibility to force myself into her life any more than she might want.
Understood.
That's how I see it.
Now here's a Kappa question on that. So, in knowing that she is a grown up and accepting her being a grown up and having her, having you in her life to a certain extent and having her up to a certain point, which is great. That's fantastic. Let me ask you this: being that father who is allowing them to kind of do that, do you remember what it was like when you were 23? Does that have a bearing on how you feel about that?
What a great question, man.
I remember when I was 23. Now, I'm going to tell you, honestly, y'all heard it first from me. Y'all know Mark L. Mark L is cool. I am a 100% mama's boy, and I was a mama's boy until we put my till we put my mother in the ground. Rest her soul. I'm going to always be a mama's boy. So it was nothing for me to talk to my mother at least once a week.
When you were 23?
Even when I was 23 years old, it was nothing. Once a week, though, because, I had to be on my man shit, Right. I had to handle this.
Well, at this point, let me ask you, when you were 23, were you living at your parents' house?
No,
or were you out on your own?
No, sir. I left my mother's house at 18.
Okay, so were you in the same city?
No, sir. I left the whole state. I was 400 miles, 500? How far is it from Chicago to Atlanta? Like 700 miles. I was determined to get the hell out of Chicago, which is another show.
So at 23, you were calling your mom 2-3 times a week.
At least once a week.
That makes sense to me, man.
But, not for money. Right. It was just to talk.
Hi, Ma. How you doing?
My mom.
How you doing, Mom?
I love and I call her mommy. I will always call her mommy.
Oh, baby boy, I call my mother mommy too.
Mommy.
Yeah, mommy. That's my
what
mommy.
I call her.
Yeah. When I talk to my brother and sister, I'm like, hey, how's mommy?
How's mommy? Yes. Right. See what I'm saying? Right.
But that's not really a Southern thing. Yeah. Do Southern people use the word mommy? I don't think I've heard that very often.
He's from Florida, so it's a whole different.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking.
Mama. I called my mother all the names, but mommy was our.
Mine too.
Mommy.
Yeah, mommy.
Like my nickname that my mother has for me. Nobody knows that nickname.
Let me check out some of because we're going to have to get through this.
And we're going to take a break,
This is the listener show. Shout out to y'all once again. Trey Michaels has a question.
What's the question?
What are you saying about being thrown in your face? That means the gift wasn't from the heart. It wasn't given from a pure place, and it is shitty. I agree, Trey. I totally agree. But that is kind of how the situation kind of created me to act the way I act without asking for anything, because it didn't happen like once. It happened quite a few times. See what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So I got used to saying, you know what? I am going to be in control of my situation at all times. Once again,
don't give me a gift with motherfucking trappings attached.
Right.
That was another F.
Phoenix as well. What Indian givers have you been dealing with? And anyone that does that is terrible. It was the women Indian, Phoenix.
The Windian. The Windian.
What's a woman Indian?
Windian.
Trey Michaels, Margell, please tell them about the conversation to have about why I am uncomfy with men giving me stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a good combo. We know what, Trey Michael. I will talk to them about that, but we might take that into a show because that was a good conversation we had about that. About basically, kind of what you said, along the tune of what you said. If you're giving me something, don't attach nothing to it. In other words, don't give me something with the thought that I'm going to give you something in return. If you're giving me a gift,
Right.
then give me the gift and leave it at a gift. Don't get. It's not an exchange.
It's not an exchange.
Right. So
this is from the heart because I love you.
Right. That's it.
It's nothing more, nothing less. Thank you for whatever it may be. This is for you. Next comment, Walker Stylus. When, as a father, you don't get gifts that you like, would you enjoy either one, your mate is not paying as much attention to the things that you seem to enjoy or even talking about you in conversation, or two, there may not be much communication in the relationship.
This was why I brought it up, fellas. This is why I brought it up. His first point. Now, if your lady, was it her? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, look here. Yeah,
I'm very sorry. Her first point. If you are living with a person, and you have expressed, man, I need a new watch. I need some new socks. I need some new soap. Man, it'd be good if I had some facial cleanser. I need some new razors. If you're expressing these in your relationship, and then a day comes, such as Father's Day, for your partner to acknowledge, your contribution, and they don't. This is my point. Number one, maybe she's not paying no attention to you. Why not put it out there what you need? Because they do that all the time to gauge. They do that all the time to gauge whether or not you're paying attention to their existence. Why can't we do the same?
Look, it's because look.
Trev. All right, so this is what has happened within today's society, and not all women.
True.
But we are dealing with. I had a conversation with a friend, and I'm gonna get to Walker Stylus' next comment. And he stated that he had a conversation with his lady about what does she think that her role is in the house, as far as the whole societal view of what a man contributes to the house versus what a woman contributes to the house, right? So her views are just this: the man goes and makes the money, the woman spends it.
That sounds like a record. James Brown said that.
The end.
A woman's feeling, my money is my money, your money is my money.
Okay.
Right. So
with
that, and there's
our money is my money.
And there's a big portion of women who still think this way.
Absolutely, bro.
Versus what they've probably saw in their face, but don't know what happened behind the scenes in the relationships of whether it was the mother and the father, the aunt, the cousins, whatever. You don't know if the woman on the back end was financially assisting as well.
Correct.
You just know what you saw in the forefront, that the man was going out and getting, and he was the one working, and he was the one bringing home the bacon, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Putting the meat on the table, if you will.
Gotcha.
But on the back end, because we're dealing in this social media era and everything's out in public, back in the day, that was some bedroom conversation. Baby, I need some help with these goddamn bills.
Right.
Man.
That was a personal, that was a quiet conversation.
The kids were not involved in none of those conversations.
It wasn't none of their
for Ruth to go, God damn it now, Earl, let me go into this bank account because you done fucked up the $300. That's my elbow. Last month, I had to go and get $300. I'm going to go get one more time now, Earl. But the people outside never saw that.
Correct.
Because she had respect for the position of the household with him and her and the relationship and what they had to show to everybody.
That is true.
See, we don't have that anymore. But people live in this world of that same mentality
where they don't know the whole 360 degrees of the story,
and she receives.
Right, I got you.
That's some things. Walker, when as a father you don't get good. Next comment, my bad.
Oh, there may not be communication in the relationship.
Yeah, so that's, I guess, things have to be with communication, but sometimes men feel like even if I communicate, it's not my position to ask because I'm supposed to be the leader, quote unquote. In our society, it's traditional, see, here we go, to see men as the financial provider and not much else. I don't like that tradition, and I'm glad that it is falling down.
Yes. I'm glad that it's falling down too.
I think that woman, Trey Michaels, is a great woman.
She's a fantastic one. And I'm gonna tell you, you are correct. It is traditional to see men, and that actually, believe it or not, in a roundabout way, answers your question. This is why we don't ask, because we're seen as the financial provider. And trust me, you want to talk about men's stress? You ever lost a job and you know rent coming due? You ever lost a job and the car note coming due? You ever had to pay out some money and realize you ain't have enough money to pay something else that was vital? That's where the stress comes from, because it's on us to try to provide it. Now, we should be able to cling to whoever is helping us in that relationship. We should be able to go to our lady to say, hey, babe, I'm going to be a little short on this month. But you want to talk about hard to do? It's very hard for a man to let me just say it like I mean it. It's very hard for you to let go of your nuts long enough to go say, I need some help.
Right.
Sure.
TR said, communication is never an across-the-board standard, but you definitely need to understand your relationship.
This is correct.
I think communication should be across-the-board standard, TR, because people turn into people.
Correct.
Which what I'm trying to say is, people, in spite of where they may lie with you, eventually still fall back into whoever they are.
Correct. You're going to always be who you are.
And sometimes you have to reel them into the us concept.
Correct.
On both sides. I get to wanting my way only, and sometimes I got to get reeled into that this is a us thing.
Correct.
She may, as you know, understand it's a we thing, but then again wants to turn that moment into a her thing, and I have to reel her back in and say, hold up, this is a usage. So I think communication should be a standard. Well, we are running with this, and we ain't even had a break yet, and we got some more people coming in the studio.
That's correct. That's correct. Hey, again,
the whole show.
Again, you are here with the leg, baby. You are on the Male Review on this Saturday, on this Juneteenth and Father's Day weekend Saturday. Right. You are in the building with myself, Mark L., my boy Dylan Yale, working the boards and also working your minds, and my man Trevor David. Trevor David, the man.
Indeed.
The actor slash podcaster slash he's the international man.
Triple A.
That's Triple A. That's it.
Love that.
Triple A and artist.
Love that.
Trevor David.
Author,
Let
artist,
me ask
Trevor
you
David.
this, Trevor.
Yes, sir.
How does your family feel about the things that you do as a man? What they see you doing, acting, you doing music, you writing a book right there, which is in the corner right there on the bookshelf.
That is
right
correct.
there.
Shout out the Eternal Outsider,
Yes.
10 Years Black in Japan.
Look, this man is doing
Shout
it all.
out the Eternal Outsider, 10 Years Black in Japan, on Amazon right now.
All right, we're going to have you answer that question when we come back. But
No
y'all,
problem.
I'm just going to say, look, you here on the hot one today with the leg, y'all. Hey, definitely call in, man. Y'all want to talk to us. Y'all, what y'all scared of, man? 678-586-9241. Call in and chop it up with us. Hey, talk to the daddies. Okay, wait a minute. That's another show. That's on Mark L. After Dark. Talk to the fathers for Father's Day. And also, let's talk a little bit about Juneteenth.
Are you trying to say that you've never been with a woman in
Hey,
Yale?
listen. Look, hold it.
Hold up.
Hold it. Look, when we come back, we'll let some more people in the building. We'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for tuning in today. Stay put.
This is Dylan Yale, the program director of Yale Entertainment and Yale RadioCast. If you feel like you're the person to talk about politics, sports, entertainment, and more, Yale RadioCast is giving opportunities to those who are interested in a career in podcasting. We are now being heard by over 20 streaming platforms, including iHeartRadio, Pandora Music, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and more. Let Yale RadioCast be the brand that delivers your voice to the world. Contact us at YaleRadioCast.com or email us at YALEENT1@gmail.com. The Yale brand is the gold standard, and this is Yale RadioCast. Get the business.
Hey, it's your girl, Kay Chantel, your favorite one from Women in the Mic. I have a question. Do you own your own business and need advertising? Do you provide a service and want to increase your clientele? Well, bring your advertising needs to YaleRadioCast.com. We are on Apple Podcasts, Pandora, and iHeartRadio. We offer graphic design, web design, and video services. So, not only can you grow your business with Yale RadioCast, you can also listen to the hottest independent artists. Go to YaleRadioCast.com. and get the gold standard.
That's why the Soldier 23 project came into being. So I didn't have to reinvent the wheel. I just put the program under the nonprofit, and he's very supportive. So we sort of support each other's visions. So now we're out here helping veterans get their benefits, because I wanted to know what was driving the depression, the anxiety. And normally when you're not able to provide security and finances for yourself, that's a huge pillar. So that's one of the things that we do. We give them the guidance and resources on how to get their benefits.
Music.
They doubted greatness when I told them I embodied it. Slick Rick the ruling man, I'm on my lighty.
Yale RadioCast, the gold standard of online radio. We already bring you all hits all day, but this one right here is for my hip-hop heads. Tune in to Lyrical Exercise Radio. All bars, all day. You already know how we bring it from the East Coast to the West Coast to down South and even international. Hip Hop Ain't Dead is right here on Yale RadioCast.
Understand your role, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's usually at a point where your people probably done try to set you up with something. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always believe that, you know what I'm saying, if I was in that position, I would give my people jobs. Instead of just, oh, nigga, I'm just gonna give you $100,000, knowing I know you're gonna blow it in 3 months and then be right back. And we ain't got nothing to show, we ain't invest nothing, we ain't gained nothing out this $100,000, it's just $100,000 gone. And now you need some more because you broke.
It's your boy, Young Nino, checking in, man.
What's going on? This your boy, Ether.
This presidential worthy, vote for me. Rap Analytics, man, we up in here.
Check us out every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 p.m. on YaleRadioCast.com.
You want your perspective, we're going to give you ours.
Man, if you into this hip-hop culture, we got all the information you need.
We're going to be breaking down everything from old school to new school, battle rap, fashion.
Anything that has to revolve around hip-hop, we're going to bring it to you from today's perspective for what's popping in the news right now. Hip-hop, rap analytics go hand in hand.
Rap Analytics, YaleRadioCast.com, baby, we live.
Billy D. Williams. I am the president and chairman of Accountable Youth. I want to see them come in with a want to change, an open mind to knowing that a violent reaction is not the right reaction. As they go through the program, they're starting to see that now they're accountable. Now they're leaders. Now they're responsible, you know, and that's why the last piece is promotion of fatherhood, because when they turn 17 and they graduate, now they have all of these character traits that they can carry on with them. But more importantly, when they become fathers, they can instill that in their kids.
I'm still healing from it, but I had a friend, my writing partner, Aaron Lamont. He understood what I was going through, and I literally didn't really say anything to him. He just was just like, I got you. Because I was just like, I know I need to sing about this, but I don't even have the words anymore. And he sent back this song, and it was just like, you just need to breathe, Brittany. You just, it's just a moment in time, and you'll get through it. And I know that I'm not the only one. So that song sat there for 2 years because I wasn't ready to do it. It took me like 5 times to like go back to the studio and do it because I couldn't get through the song without crying. That's how torn and worn I was because I just didn't think I was gonna sing anymore. I didn't want to do it. I was tired of being hurt and tired of people just misleading me. Tired of putting my all into it, and I feel like I wasn't getting anywhere.
The world says keep praying, don't feel like praying no more. They tell me keep waiting, feel like I can't wait no more. They say good things come to the...
Hey, it's your girl Tiki. Please be sure to check out Women of Mike. We discuss a little bit of everything from men that ain't to women that do anything for a piece of.
Let's get deep about this. What if your girlfriend is the type of chick that every dude she dated give her body to, she claims that's her man, when he claims it's just a situation?
Boy, that 350. That's the rollback. So what he do? Hold on, baby. Let me get this loose chain out the car. He ain't gonna hit you with, here you go, baby girl. She gonna still be calling him Mr. Clifford. I gave with a 23.
But.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, in the Studio 7B. You have the Male Review. You are in the studio with the League, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. It is us. It is my man, Trevor David, the super actor, the AAA.
AAA.
We call him AAA.
The actor, the artist, and the author.
The artist and the author.
Peace and blessings. All fathers out there.
All fathers out there. We are also in the building with my man, Dylan Yale, who is running the boards and snapping off as usual. We're trying to keep him calm. We're trying to keep the man from being on fire. Myself, Mark L, is in the building, and look who hit the dough. Look here. Another leg member has just shown up.
This is such a sincere moment.
It is a sincere moment, my brother. Sincere. Welcome. Welcome to
member
7B,
of
brother.
the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. What's
Yes,
happening,
sir.
brother?
No doubt, man. All is well, man. I'm glad to be back in the studio with the family, man, so we can chop it up, man. Great topic, so it's time to really bust it down now.
Hey, let's do it, man. It's all good. So when we left off, man,
you would just ask me something about my children, my daughter, my mother, something.
I asked you something, but the whiskey says just keep it going.
Keep it going, brother.
We drinking. First of all, let me just go ahead and say again for those who are just joining us. First of all, you late. You late. And then we in here drinking some black ass whiskey because it's Juneteenth celebration.
I'll tell you what. Let me get all of the leg chats out the way because they are killing
the leg chats are killing it today.
I do remember what you asked me, but just go ahead. I remember now.
Okay. All right, so let's get to the people real fast.
Okay. Thank
Walker
y'all.
Stylus, once again, thank you everybody for participating. Walker Stylus said to finish that statement, and if there is poor communication, the mate may be apprehensive about getting a gift that you don't want. If there is poor communication between the people that's involved in a relationship.
But this is something that we as men go through too when we're trying to buy gifts for our women. You know, there's an incredible amount of anxiety as to, am I buying the right thing? Is she going to like this? We go through that 3, 4, 5 times a year, buying gifts for our women for their birthday, for Christmas, for Easter, for Mother's Day. We do that all year round.
Right.
We deal with that stress of, will she like this all year round? I mean,
Trevor, you can still reach out. It doesn't matter. That's what Phoenix said. Shout out to K-Lock in the Phoenix. That's family. That's nephew right there. K-Lock in the Phoenix. Happy Father's Day. He is a man of the children. Let me tell you that. Yes, K-Lock is a man of the children. I don't know what's going on under there, but I'm going to go ahead and continue with the leg chats.
Yeah, so talking about this gift thing, man, I got a cheat code. I got a cheat code for all the fellas.
Help us out, brother.
Yeah,
How did we know? How do we get gifts for Father's Day?
Right. How do you get gifts for? I don't know how you get gifts for Father's Day. I'm talking about how you give gifts to the women and just kind of.
Oh no! We ain't talking about this Father's Day. We do that all the time.
See, like it's all about us. We ain't dealing with them
Here
right
come
now.
Trevor. Here come Sincere. Being sincere.
Right. Well, I'm just looking to throw it out. Say, I want to help the brothers out. You know what I mean?
I came here to make
So I'm
Father's
looking
Day
to help
about the
brothers
women.
out.
Damn!
You know?
Go ahead, Sincere.
Yeah, man. Like it's tapping in and asking the question early to kind of gauge the interest. See, women gonna always let you know exactly what's on their mind. You got to do a little bit of digging beforehand. So you got to be intentional, right, about getting that gift out of them, like what they really want.
True.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. That's how I do it. So my wife stays satisfied.
So it is communication.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So now on the other end for my gifts, all right, so on the fellas end, so we got to walk around, we got to drop them hints. You know what I mean? So we got to drop them hints.
Are you a hint dropper, though?
Are you a hint dropper?
I am
so
a
you
big
don't want to
hint
come
dropper.
out and say, I want this, but you got to kind of throw it out there because that's kind of like what Trevor was hinting to earlier.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because see, women want to feel like they got a level of control and they don't want, see, it's an emotional process for them. So,
Okay.
you know, once you drop that hint, and then you still show up with that surprise and that excitement. See, that gets them all buttered up on the emotional end.
Okay, gotcha.
All right? So if you just give it to them, see, that's too logical. See, they don't want it like that.
Oh, no.
That's how we
Logical.
think.
Logic.
Right.
We got it's too much.
Who tripping?
Welcome back, Sincere. I'm still the same, brother.
Right on, brother.
We want to have it no other way, brother. We want to have it no other way.
Hold up. So I got one more comment from Waka Stylist. For those who are unaware, I'm just going to put it out there. Waka Stylist is my eldest sister.
Word up.
Love her dearly. She has a hand in breeding what is before you.
Oh
gentlemen.
my God, Waka Stylist, log off now.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's family.
Log off now.
That's family.
Word up.
While Mother's Day is advertised on television, radio, newspapers, and stores, etc., for 2 months before the big day, in comparison, Father's Day gets very little advertisement across the board.
True.
Children are watching and often they grow up repeating what they saw. I once asked someone, what are you going to getting your wife for Mother's Day? He responded, she's not my mother.
Listen, I got a whole story around that though. That's big trouble. Because here's the thing. Listen, as y'all heard me state earlier, I'm still a mama's boy.
Yes.
To this day. Even though my mother is no longer on this plane of existence, I'm still a mama's boy. Her words always echo in my ears.
Right.
As I grow each and every day, the words that she has stated to me in a younger age have always come rushing back.
So
Right.
are you
Her
saying?
and my grandmother,
I just want to be
right?
sure, clear. Are you saying that your mother shaped your character?
Yes.
Okay.
My mother absolutely.
More
shaped
so
my
than your
character.
father?
I lost my father at an early age.
Okay.
So my father, but the time that I had with my father shaped it, and my mother's last husband probably had some shaping in that. And I'll say that, even though, fuck that motherfucker. However, oh damn, did I bust the F-bomb again?
Yes, you did.
Well, fuck it.
So that's your definition,
That's
of,
my
of,
definition.
Of a mama's boy.
A mama's boy. But being a mama's boy, I was definitely serving to the mother. But let me just say this. My mother never was one to purport that there would not be others in my life that I would pay homage to as far as a mother. Some people will say that. I've heard stories of people saying that my husband didn't get me a Mother's Day gift, even though we have children, simply because of the fact that I'm not his mother.
Right.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's
goofy.
Yeah,
that's some bullshit. That brother needs some
Problems in the
therapy.
household. So,
that
yeah,
brother needs some therapy.
They're gonna need to run
brother
my way
Sincere
for some holistic relationship coaching.
He need an ass whooping.
Let's just
laying of hands is holistic.
Let's just drop that whole
Anyway.
hot potato right there. Hey, that was too much for me. You know it is too much for me. They're like, ooh, that was a little.
That's
far.
too much for you.
Yeah, that was a little far.
Yeah, that's
But
so
yeah,
spicy.
but you make a point. But she made a very valid point. It's true. it's not really publicized that much. Except for sales at Macy's. A Father's Day sale at Macy's.
Right. So
I mean, most of the shit, I don't shop at motherfucking Macy's.
But the whole point is it's advertised no matter where it's at.
Correct.
We see
that's commercialization.
Banners everywhere.
That's commercialization.
Even certain websites will switch the whole website theme
Father's
to
Day
cater
sale.
Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Father's Day is y'all know it's coming up in 2 days, right? Like
this
man is
didn't even know what day Father's Day was on, right?
Right.
He didn't know it was on Sunday.
So let me ask this though, since Sincere has joined us and kind of catch him up to where we are talking about as fathers and the things that we've had to deal with raising our kids.
Yeah.
Sincere has to speak from the perspective of someone who mentors other children.
Correct.
Because he doesn't have his own at the moment, so he's in a different realm of fatherhood.
Correct.
So go ahead and speak on that, and what are your trials and tribulations of kind of making that happen, Sincere?
Okay.
Oh man, there's a lot of trials and tribulations because I only have them with me for a short period of time, and then they go right back into the environment that they're in.
Correct.
Right.
So from a father figure standpoint, even though I don't have, I like to say this, I don't have biological children on my own, but the community's children are my children.
Okay.
So I accept that
fatherhood from a different angle.
responsibility.
Yes.
Absolutely. And what I've seen that does is it doesn't emotionally tie me to the responsibility.
Okay.
So I can go right back into what I was doing as a child, and I can see the progression of the child, whether it be him or her,
right,
and get some understanding. So they often turn to me even when they do have fathers, because the fathers may be a little bit too hard on them and less understanding.
Okay.
So I come in as Unc and shoot, Unc, listen to this.
Right on.
Like, what do you think about
Just had
this?
the conversation
We
earlier.
did. We just talked about this.
Yeah.
My hair being white on my face. I'm gonna tell you, I'm tripping off when I turned from bruh to Unc.
Right.
That was shocking for me. But go ahead, brother.
Sincere, I want to ask you: did you make a conscious decision not to be a father, not to be a biological dad?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's a
Let's
combo.
talk about that.
Let's hit that on the head.
Hey,
What-
we
what-
have gotten hot.
What went into that
Trey
decision?
Michael,
Now
where
we
you at?
plotting. Now we
talk
plotting.
about Trey Michael and I often talk about what they call what is it Trey Michael? Is it called irresponsible ejaculation?
Irresponsible semen.
Irresponsible ejaculation.
I was very disciplined.
My man,
Ejaculation process.
my man.
So
I had to learn after the second go round. I need to work on my arch.
See, but that
in the basket.
that brings into but check this out.
Hey, the
That
arch
brings
was-
into question you two, brother. The way you two brothers are reaction.
Yeah.
Do you consider your children to have been accidents
Yeah,
of some
yeah,
sort?
yeah, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Tyron nor Devin wasn't playing. I mean,
Okay.
it's true. What you want me to lie about being the situation? No, they weren't playing.
Okay.
But that was my immaturity.
Okay.
That was my immaturity.
Right.
I don't even.
Boy, Trey
I don't
might
put that-
call in. This phone gonna blow up.
Call in 678-586-9241 if you want to voice an opinion or question my opinion. No, they weren't playing. I wasn't in a total committed relationship. I was in a relationship with the first son's mother, but my ignorance, we was going raw for like 2 years before she got pregnant.
Oh, boy.
I actually thought I couldn't have
boy.
kids.
Oh.
Ladies
I
and gentlemen,
literally thought like something was wrong with
the
me.
leg just got real.
So I wanna commend you, man, for keeping it real, man.
And
Because most
beating
folks
it
say,
raw.
no, my child wasn't no accident and this,
Man,
that.
stop lying to
Like,
yourself.
We
Look.
have to, like in the work that I do, this is what I notice about our children. They're very perceptive.
Okay.
Right? So
they know.
They may not know exactly how you lying, but they know that you lying.
They know you lying about
right?
something.
So they know you're not keeping it real.
Look here, my sons
It's too
are
much information.
My sons are adults now. So it ain't time for a little poo-poo, soft your feelings conversation.
Right.
It's
right.
time for me to tell you the accidents that I made so you won't make those same
Right.
mistakes.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
That's
Children
a part
are
of
gifts.
being a father.
Like, see, it don't.
Part of being a father is trying to teach, right?
Right.
That's it.
So look here, I've
Now, it
actually
doesn't
shown
remove.
my son. Take a look at my check, Devin. Come here. Sit down with me.
Right. Let's wrap.
Look at
This is what our daddy's making.
now.
My
you
mama
see that?
did it with me.
You see that deduction area right there?
That's you.
That's a lot, ain't it? Yeah. Now, no, whoa. See, it's another one, nigga. It's another one. Yeah.
That's your
so
brother.
that's a whole lot of money, right? You see what's left
For me?
for me? So you see when you ask me for money and I don't got shit.
When I say I ain't got
When
it,
I ain't got it.
I ain't got it.
This
I
is
ain't got
why.
This is why.
Yeah.
Now
I ain't
you
got
can
it.
live like me, or you can not live like me.
Right.
Go out there and be somebody.
Right.
Be somebody.
So sincere.
I
Again,
want to be clear, and we're gonna lead into that question.
Yeah.
Like I want to be clear to say that a child wasn't planned or that the child was an accident. That's truthful.
Okay.
It's still not saying that the child is not a gift.
Understood. Right.
So
you here now.
Right. So we have to be cognizant of both. Like we could tell the truth and still not demean the child or had a child feeling less than. So now going back to my situation with being very conscious.
Yeah, being careful.
Right.
So
being
careful.
Careful. Very,
So careful.
very careful.
So careful.
See, I was married before I got married at an early age.
Okay.
And I come from a community where there wasn't a lot of present fathers.
Right. Got you.
And I got two brothers that had children out of wedlock.
Okay. Okay.
So seeing that my older and my younger brother had children, I'm like, I can't get into that space. And
You
I
had
even told my
examples.
wife, now we gonna have to hit right about year 5 before we introduce children into our union.
Because
Right. I didn't have my father around. My child is
Okay.
not gonna have that same type of situation in his or her life.
Interesting that you chose that based on your interaction with your father. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Or based on based on the interaction. Yeah, that's a good that's good.
Yeah, so I really wanted to be cognizant of what I was doing. Like when you bring a life into this world, and regardless of how they get here, you can always make it work.
Correct.
But if you consciously go into a space saying, listen, I want my child to have every advantage that they can have in its existence.
Correct.
You have to think that out. And if you can do something about it, if you're cognizant about it,
right
at the point, do it.
Right.
Correct. Do it.
Right. But you got to get to that point where you understand what you're providing for the
No
child.
doubt.
See what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You have parents who are not ready to be parents, saying that I'm gonna make sure my kid have everything that I never had. Yet you don't even know what to provide them yet.
Right. Trust me, it's a learning process, bro.
You don't even know.
You don't know how to be a
is
father until you become a father.
What is it you're actually going to do differently or teach your child differently?
Correct.
When you're still making mistakes.
Well, that's
Correct.
a good point. What would you do different? You two gentlemen
Yeah.
with children. At this point, having children, you got two grown. You got, I don't know how old your children are, Dylan.
21 and 20.
So they're grown as well.
22
What
and 20.
would you
Just
do?
about grown. We can't call that grown. We can call them that age, but we can't say grown.
They progressing.
Because grown is different. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Being a certain age don't make you grown. Let me just tell you that. Because I was 21, I was definitely not grown.
Right.
My mommy, and I said it before, I'll say it again. My mommy promptly let me know, you ain't grown.
You ain't grown.
You think you grown.
You just ain't no teenager.
You just ain't no teenager no more.
Right.
But you ain't grown yet.
grown.
Get your be a man about this. Be a man about some shit. You ain't grown. You are the age. Yes, you are the age that people call you grown.
Right.
Word up.
But you ain't grown. You still calling me talking about some let me hold $20.
Right.
You ain't grown.
Nah.
You ain't grown.
So you're asking what would we do differently?
What would you do different?
Knowing now?
Knowing now. Having been through fatherhood to the point that you have up until this moment, you got two 20-year-olds, you got two 23, 24-year-olds.
20 or 24.
After
yeah.
20, 25 years of fatherhood, what have you learned about fatherhood that if you had that opportunity to do it again, you would do differently?
What would you say to your younger self?
I think what I would say to my younger self, and again, emotional cancer man, I would say, cherish these moments with your boys. Cherish all these moments. Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely cherish the moments that I've had with my boys. But I would definitely tell them, cherish all of the moments.
So being intentional about the cherishing of the
Intentionally
moment.
cherish these moments because these are the times. This is iron sharpening iron. This is where you teach them what it is to be a man in this society. And this is where you teach them how to be men in the current time.
And what does that consist of, bro? Practically.
Is that explaining what you would have done differently?
This is what I would say to my younger self. Okay. These are crucial times. They are watching you. My sons have watched me They watched my evolution from being a married man to becoming a polyamorous man. My sons were there the whole time. Hell, I'm going to tell you the truth. My sons probably told me I was polyamorous before I knew I was polyamorous. To be at all honest, you know, when you look at kids and be like, stop snitching. You hanging out with this woman and they're like, Daddy, that's your girlfriend. You can't say that in front of your mama.
You don't realize it.
They telling me truths that I'm not ready to accept.
Why she taking us to school then?
Right. So just trust.
Hold on, do I have more than one mama dad?
I know, because who is this?
Are you my new mama?
Who is this? Because these are my kids making their choices and saying, look, that's your girlfriend. No, baby, that's my friend. Okay, Dad.
Yeah. You hold hands with all your friends.
I know, right? Okay, Dad. Boy. But I would say your children are watching you. And
Absolutely.
they are learning what it is like to become a man from you. Right. So be mindful of how you move. I would say that is something I would say. So what I've learned is that though I'll be the first to admit that I'm not perfect, right? I've made errors, I've made mistakes in trying to grow. One thing that we don't understand is that even as men, when we get to the age where we start to support things, just because we men don't mean we don't make mistakes. We don't make errors in judgment. We don't do something wrong. We don't make a wrong decision.
Right.
We're still learning and growing.
Absolutely.
So here, then, when I became a father, versus me now as a father who has grown children. It's a different thing. Yeah. So, what about you, Dallon? What would you tell? Lord have mercy. You wouldn't even be able to talk to your younger self, would you? Without many F-bombs involved.
Dallon, come on,
man. You had
to
choke that dude, I'm sure.
Y'all get your popcorn.
That boy, I'm telling you.
Come here, young man.
That black man whiskey.
Come here, young man.
Uh-oh.
Boy. Sit him down.
Boy!
Tell me about this. Tell me about that little ugly ass girl right there.
Not that ugly. Why would you mess with the ugly girl, though?
I call everybody ugly, man.
Okay, ain't no discrimination.
It's a running thing with me. If you know, haven't noticed.
Shout out Phoenix. He don't mean you, baby. He mean everybody else.
Shut that girl too. I don't care how pretty she is. Treat everybody equal.
Equal opportunity ugliness around here.
No more black people whiskey for you.
No more. Celebrating Juneteenth.
Hey.
So I mean, there's a harsh way I could put this, and there's a PR way I could put this.
Put it in the TR way. No. PR. Sorry, not the TR way.
We can't. No TR.
No, you can't put it in the TR.
You don't want to do any TR.
TR especially.
Yeah, that may be real.
Okay,
too real for
so the PR way of me saying this is I would not change anything because everything that I learned, I was strong enough to take and deal with, so I can actually talk to people.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
One Sean Carter once said, Hov did that so you won't have to go through that.
You ain't got to go through that.
So hopefully I can say, hey, young man, these are the mistakes that I made.
Okay.
From my experiences. So listen to me, because I done made it here, and you may not be smart enough or strong enough to make it through these storms that you're about to go through if you do this. But I really don't take. Look, I needed to go everything I went through. I needed to go through it.
It was good for
because
your
it would have led me probably down a different road where I would have made a mistake later on.
Okay.
So me actually making those mistakes early on taught me to buckle down early on. Getting out of that storm took me a long while.
Yes.
But if I didn't make those mistakes, I would have stumbled down the way possibly.
Maybe could have been worse.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I feel you. If you change one thing, that one thing can change everything.
It could change
Butterfly
everything.
effect. Yeah,
because
butterfly
I could have met some other girl and had a and she could have been a hood rat, and my son could have been a thug in the street and going to jail 15 times. I am thankful for the boys I got.
Okay.
So I don't change nothing about it. I just had to deal with my mistakes.
Okay.
And yes, they are affected a lot by the mistakes that I've made, but not too much that they are bad off.
Basically, it could have been worse.
Right. It could have been worse.
Okay.
So changing my course could have changed some things for the kids up under me.
So speaking practically, brothers.
And realistically, I would just tell me use her throat more.
Throat babies. We're not gonna go into that. That's gonna be on Mark L After Dark. Trevor, I'm gonna turn the same question on you, brother. What would you have told a young Trevor?
Okay. First of all, I would have taught myself something about credit, money, banking, finances. I like to deal in specifics. That's what I'm talking about. I would have went back and told myself, Trevor, get yourself a bank account. Trevor, get yourself a checking account. Make sure you pay your bills every month. Trevor, don't screw up your driver's license. Don't put paying tickets off. Don't think that you put not paying your bills is the right way to go. Pay your bills,
my man. It's a part
so
of
that's
growth.
what I'm talking about. Specific practicalities, not generalities.
Okay, all right. Hold it thought. We got a caller.
He on the roll, but we got a caller. Caller, hello, call. How you doing, Mr. Caller?
Yo, what's going on, gentlemen of the extraordinary league?
Yes. So we are going to get some TRPR. What's happening?
We done barked the shin, y'all. We done barked the shin on the end table, and they done called in. Holla at me, Mr. Shin.
Word up. What's happening?
What's going on? Salute to Mr. Sincere.
What's happening,
Good,
brother?
long time hearing from my brother. Good to see you on the show.
Peace and love, man. You know we here, man. It's a matter of time. Y'all can't keep me away, man. I'll be outside with my picket sign. I'm supposed to be on the inside.
So what's going on, TR? What you got on this platform for this topic, man? Fatherhood and you being a father of daughters only.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! Woo!
That curse, brother. What did you do?
I can tell you exactly what he did. I know what he did last summer. Well, not last summer, but plenty of summers before last summer. I know what he did last summer too.
I would honestly have to say I wanted to answer that statement that was made before about what would you do differently, as Mr. Trevor asked or whatever. And darling, your statement kind of sounds like a TR statement.
Okay.
It's about being responsible. It's about understanding who you are as a person and not hiding behind the excuse of the mistakes that you've made.
Right.
I mean, it's just a plain and simple thing. You know, that's growth. If nothing else, that's growth. So that being said, you know, it seems like this society that we're living in right now seems like a lot of people give excuses for things that have been done, for things that they've messed up on. So, I mean, I would honestly say that as far as everything goes, as it being what would you tell yourself, I would tell myself, honestly, just dig that a bit harder than what you did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Be diligent with the things that you do in life, and like Brother Mark said, be more considerate with those moments with your kids.
Yes.
If nothing else, be more considerate with every single moment that you have with these people that you call your children, because that's love. That's true love.
Yeah, truth.
Yeah. Great insight, brother.
And that also being said, the one thing that I will say about raising girls, it grows your damn hair gray immediately.
Oh, so that's why mine white. In a previous life, I had girls. Is that what happened?
Look, you gotta help them. You gotta help them avoid who you are.
No, you gotta help them avoid you.
I am trying to protect these females from the male that I was when I was little.
Oh Lord!
Hey, hold up. He have the nerve to get mad at the boys.
Look like me, hell no.
Hell no! Don't that one doesn't sound just like me.
Don't trust him.
Don't trust that nigga right there,
don't
boy.
trust him.
He don't mean you no good.
TRUSS. You don't need no extra T. Don't trust him.
Daddy, how you don't know so much about this young man? Trust me, I just know. Dude.
I just know it.
That little birdie told me.
Hey, TR, my granddaddy used to have this one where my mama used to tell me this story because my family base is Memphis, right? My mom used to tell me this story. Little boys would come down there to talk to her and want to sit on the porch with her. She say, granddaddy would come out the house and say, "Hey, boy, what's your name is?" Jimmy Lee. Hey, Jimmy Lee, get on back down to your damn number. That means go home, boy. Go home. Get on down to your number. You ain't getting no pussy around here.
Absolutely. But hey, I'm just telling y'all do is y'all doing a great job and a great service, and I appreciate y'all, man.
Hey,
Look
thank you,
look
man.
Like y'all have better shows when I ain't there.
It's okay. You got to be drilling, man. You got to be drilling. The drilling is important, brother. Handle that drilling now.
No, man, all the shenanigans needed up in here, bro.
Boy. So peep it.
Hey, I hear that. And to Mr. Trevor, man, I have looked at your body of work, sir. You might not even realize it, but me and Dowden had to go back and look at your body of work, and dude, you're the most modest dude I know in the history of being modest.
You know, can I?
This dude, if y'all don't know, was standing on a hill looking over Beyonce and them.
Yeah, that was their Survivor video.
He's not gonna tell that story. He's not gonna
tell y'all.
But he should.
You know, TR.
Sign off. I'm just letting y'all know great works of art from each and every one of y'all. Y'all are all artists in y'all own right. You know what I'm saying? And y'all keep on doing y'all black thing.
All right, man.
All right,
hey,
bro.
happy Juneteenth to you, brother. I hope you're doing okay in the depression down there. I know you just keeping that drill worked in tight.
Shoot, a happy Father's Day, brother.
Happy Father's Day, T.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Trev,
Hey,
you
y'all.
wanted to kind of touch into what TR was saying before we go into the questions. We got some comments actually.
Well, I mean, you know, TR was, you know, giving me props for my little body of work. And, you know, he said, he mentioned something that's really important to me, which is the word modesty. You know, that's a value and a character trait that I myself, it's important to me to be modest.
Okay.
It's something to me that, you know, I really value and work on a certain amount of modesty, you know, because I believe that the present moment is the most important moment, not the things that one has accomplished, although those are important too, but the present moment is the most important. And I try to be present in every moment. And, you know, if I'm sitting around talking about things that I've done, I'm not really being present. I'm sort of discussing a past moment, and that's not really that important to me. You know?
It's a father or a father figure type of thing to be modest. Again, this kind of goes back to the gift giving.
Is it?
This is what I'm supposed to do.
Something I missed.
No, seriously. This is why. No, I'm saying it ties into that whole being modest.
Devin, I'm
ties
gonna give you a
into
call later on today, man. I gotta tell us about some other.
Hey, but I mean, you know, you ain't got to be modest with your boys and all that, you know. But modesty overall is a thing. It's like I feel like personally myself, I don't need any extra recognition for being a father or a father figure.
Right.
I don't feel like I need any extra recognition for offering my words of wisdom to whomever.
Right.
That's your duty.
I feel compelled to do it. You know, modesty, being modest about it. I mean, you know, hey, take this with you, if you will. What they say with Southern people, we say stuff and then we turn around. Well, I'm not Southern, because I'm from the Midwest.
I know you want to be.
I get it.
I know you want to be.
But I get it.
I know you want to be.
I say something.
I know you want to be down with the king.
And I'll give you a drop of jewel of knowledge that I think is golden. And I say, but I don't know though. You see what I'm saying? That's the modesty piece, right? But hey, that's just me. That's the modesty part.
I feel what my man Trevor was talking about from the standpoint of, as an artist, the industry could be a little crazy, right? Like it could be ego driven.
Absolutely,
it
is ego
could be
driven.
Real hard on resume, and if it's in your past, but you develop this egotistical thing, your past could affect your future in a negative way.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So from the standpoint of being an artist,
being humble.
Yeah, you celebrate those wins in that moment.
Sure.
But your future also has its present.
Right.
Your present becomes the future at some point.
Correct.
So what about those opportunities that you may be leaving on the table due to that character flaw?
Facts.
I think as far as my stance, everybody, Dolly, you've done this, you do this. I don't like, because at any moment, all of that can turn on its head.
Instantly.
You know, so I think that's why you should hold a little bit of modesty, like just overall, because, you know, all that braggadocious nature and everything, I've done this, I've done this, and it could slap you in your face.
It's instant.
And once again, me trying to control my situation, I think about that in a lot of moments where I have to consider what if.
Yeah.
You know, so, but more leg chats.
Boy, y'all killing us with the leg chats.
This is a fantastic comment.
Yes.
That is a fantastic comment. Thank you, Waka.
Question related to your wife's significant other and adult children, if you have any, being attentive to you real men on the show. Answer this: is she or they? Not that that would be okay.
Right.
Tune into this show to hear what you are communicating to the masses. If not, I see that there's a lack of interest in their part, unless they have a very valid reason for not listening today.
Yeah.
Conversation from a man's perspective is a reason for the show, and I said it from day one because we kind of know what we think as men.
Yeah.
Right.
We talk about this.
We give a general understanding outside of this podcast, outside of anywhere. You could walk up to a stranger on the street, and as men, we kind of identify with each other.
Truth.
So a lot of this is for women to understand where we're coming from as men.
For people.
For a little bit of understanding, because you know, we have to have these cross references so you can really get inside of our psyche, our feelings, our emotions, just how our upbringing.
Truth. You got to know we don't all think alike. Because I mean, there's a lot of times when we disagree.
Right.
Yeah, we're not monolithic.
But we still men.
Absolutely.
And we can respect that this man has a difference of opinion.
Right.
And that's why we say things like,
so
hey, that's me though.
So I'll answer that question as far as my wife. She is very supportive. One of the reasons that I married her.
Amen.
So I've been in this studio where she's been right here with me.
Right on.
She's sitting over there in the corner.
True.
So my wife is very supportive because I let my wife know that whatever I'm doing, we're doing.
Okay. Right on. Right on.
And whatever you're doing, we're doing.
Correct.
Right. So that's a mantra for our relationship. So absolutely, great question.
Yeah. So did you communicate the topic of today's show with them? I share this show to the masses.
Of course, we always share our shows.
We share the shows, Walker. We can't control their interest.
Right. Exactly. And I mean, you know, in the world today, people have different things they have to do.
And people
gotta
have
work.
things they have to do.
They got to listen to different things. They got to work with different things. So the cool part is that they go and they listen. My loves do listen to the show. Definitely shout out to my loves that listen to the show.
Yeah.
And the ones that even go back later and say, hey, I know you did a show this weekend. I'm going to check it out whenever I got the time. I'm cool with it.
And you have any time because we are streaming on over 25 platforms.
This is all I'm saying.
Across from iHeart, Pandora Radio.
We on everything.
We are even televised
we on
on RTV,
we on
which is on Roku and Fire Stick. You
we
can get us anywhere you want to.
We on everything.
So if you ain't got time today,
you can do it tomorrow.
You can do it tomorrow.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying?
What a good Father's Day gift.
What a good Father's Day gift.
Help our analytics.
That's all right. Like, we don't have to sit down.
Our numbers.
Shoot, me and the wife.
Download it and listen.
Since my wife is an entrepreneur, she is not listening at this current moment. But
Right.
I made
She
sure
busy.
that she was in a great position to do what she does and do that well.
Right.
But she gonna be able to sit down and we gonna have to have a conversation. Like everything that I'm involved in, like we have a conversation about. So it's a great opportunity to see it on Roku.
Right on.
And all of the other different platforms.
On RTV. Right on. RTV.
So
I know for a
iHeartRadio.
fact my wife is not listening.
It's okay.
I know she's not
I'm gonna
listening.
have to talk to her.
I mean, I'd like for her to be listening, but I don't. You just mentioned that what you're doing, your wife is doing, and what your wife is doing, you doing. My relationship is not like that. I don't want my relationship to be too mixed up. I want my wife to have her little stuff that she's doing that I don't know anything about, and I want to be able to have my stuff that she doesn't know anything about. I like to keep our lives a little bit separate.
But don't you think it's cool when she check you out to see how you doing? Because look, I'm gonna tell you.
Of course
I'm
do.
a ham. If y'all didn't know, I'm a whole ass ham. Okay, so I like it when
Honey baked ham?
When honey baked. I mean, with all the honey all over drizzled.
Pineapples on top?
I'm saying with the pineapples. We're gonna go into that on the marker after dark Thanksgiving special.
All right.
So all right, check me out.
Oh, my bad.
Cause that damn them pineapples. Let me tell you something about it, boy. I got feelings.
Miss Larkin said, "Really?
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Really? I think that's questioning Trevor's comment. Like, really?
Yeah.
Is that find out from her?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Miss Larkin, are we really questioning what Trevor is saying?
I like a certain amount of independence in my relationship.
And
I don't want to know everything my wife is doing, and I don't want to know. I don't want her to know everything I'm doing. I like to keep our lives a certain amount separately.
Look, I agree. I don't need things to be tied in with everything I do. And
Absolutely.
Sometimes I walk in,
go about your business.
And how was your day? My day is my day. I don't need that.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
I'm in a whole different realm. I'm in the polyamorous being open and non-monogamous. So, hey, I want you to know anyway. So my point being, what I'm saying is that's a whole nother show.
Right.
But what I'm saying is this:
it's not as.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm cool with the transparency. Let me just leave it.
Isn't that transparent?
Is it though?
Is
it though?
Is that community that transparent?
Hey, community is transparency. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, my point being, no, you absolutely correct. I understand what you're saying about having a separate thing, but I kind of like it when my loves or my friends or my family are interested in what I'm doing.
Sure, man.
Okay, so this ties into the topic well, because at the end of the day, knowing that, I'm being a father and the things that I do absolutely interest you, not only do they interest you, but they help you. They actually assist you in whatever you're doing. For example, so my living situation currently, let's just say I'm the man of the house. Okay? I'm the man of the house. So I handle all the manly duties. If something needs to get cut, something needs to be taken out, something needs to be done, that's what I do. I appreciate it when you say thank you. I appreciate that. I absolutely appreciate it. Do I require it? No, it doesn't even occur as a second thought. But when it happens to me, same thing that happens when I get gifts on my birthday, for Father's Day, for any given day, Sweetheart's Day, for Valentine's Day. When I get stuff like that, I'm very appreciative because I didn't expect that. It's completely out of the blue to me. It's not something I requested. It's not something I required. Right. It's something that just occurred. Right. So I'm genuinely surprised. I'm like, you saw me?
So
my God, you got something that I thought I could get. Even if it's something that I didn't think I could get, you thought I could use it. I'm a damn sure I'm gonna give it the college try to use it. You think I needed this?
So that is validity to what you gentlemen are saying as far as having the individualistic portion of the relationship.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have some semblance of that, the relationship will absolutely not last. And that's what most people they have a problem with. They trade in their individual identity for a unified
relationship
one, but
identity.
you lose self. That's why you hear women and men
complain about
I have women and men that I coach to say I lost myself in the relationship. Why? Because it was all about the relationship. It was all about the
trying
children.
to please the other person.
Right.
And
right.
not even
so you have to have
and,
some semblance of that.
And you're doing so much for the other person in efforts that person may notice you. So I'm going to get him or her this. I'm going to get him or her that. I'm going to do all of this sexually, whatever it is. I'm going to do stuff that I'm not even comfortable with doing in efforts to please this man or a woman.
Balance
and hopefully
is the key.
they'll realize what I'm doing, that they receive something in return, and often they don't, which causes the whole hurt person storyline behind that. Because some people are stuck in those worlds where that's all that they do, and they continuously do so much for the wrong people that they start to not trust people anymore.
This is a fact.
What you got,
Absolutely.
Mark?
I was going to say, so, all right, so taking that and combining it as being a father or a father figure, okay? How much of your life is based on how you will be perceived as a father or a father figure? How are your moves dictated? What is the gauge of your moving? Because you're someone's father or father figure that someone's looking up to. Someone is taking your advice.
Right.
How much of that dictates how you move? That's a good question on the table. How much of that dictates how you move?
So for me, the first person that I raised as a man was my younger brother. So I moved him in with me when I was in the military and all of that stuff, and literally taught him how to be a man because we didn't have a man in the home.
Okay.
So I had to learn as I went along. Now, being more mature and having youngins up under my wing and that type of thing, my whole thing is just taking the responsibility and having the responsibility of being a father figure be bigger than me.
Okay.
Right? So my thing is to make sure that they have the proper skills to be able to navigate this world properly. So it's not really about me at all. Like, it's about the duty itself and the responsibility.
Okay.
So that's how I approach it. So I always sit down and I reflect, did I give him or her the best information that I can give them?
At the time.
And if I didn't have it, did I put the resources in front of them?
Okay.
Right. So it's a self-check process that I go through.
Okay, so circling back, Trevor.
Yes,
and,
sir.
This is a comment from TR. Trevor, she can check you out, check your video out on RTV. It's also K's video of the week. Your video that you that we aired last week here on Yale RadioCast. The Do You Remember? I told you I was going to add this. How does she feel about that video? Since we're going into this back and forth.
That's an interesting point. Your question earlier, Mark L, was Trevor. How do your children feel about the fact that you're an actor? You're doing music. That was your question earlier.
Yeah, that's correct.
I released that song, Do You Remember, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago, and my daughter called me this week and said, Dad, I really like that video. I showed it to some of my friends. And of course, brother, that put me on the moon.
Absolutely.
Because my daughter's 30 years younger than me, and for her to appreciate something artistic that I put out just makes me feel like, wow, I'm resonating with a whole different age group, a whole different demographic. And then on top of that, there's the fact that, my little girl is saying she likes something that Daddy did.
That Daddy
so
did.
It puts me on the moon. But on the other hand, I did not send that video to my daughter to say, hey, baby, look at this new video that Daddy put out. She found it some kind of way. She found it on my Facebook page. Right. She might have found it on my YouTube page. And the point being, I don't advertise any of this. Like my book, okay? My book here. My daughter's never read my book. I've never said, hey, baby, read Daddy's book. My wife has never read my book. My sister has never read my book. No, brother.
So what does your wife think about your song since TR is saying that she can view it on RTV?
Well, my wife loves the song.
Okay.
My wife loves the song. My daughter loves the song. I love the song. I think it's a great song. But like I'm saying, the way my daughter felt when she called me and said, Dad, what a great song. I really like your song. My friends like your song. Bro, that made me feel wonderful. But I don't advertise anything that I do creatively either to
your family or just in general.
I don't advertise into and really anybody I know, man. I don't really do that.
So with that said, Miss Larkin said you can still communicate what you're about to do in your personal time. Not really. I don't gotta tell Trent everything I goddamn do. I don't gotta tell everything I goddamn do. I'm 46 years old. She 41.
This is what I mean.
And if she walk out the house, babe, I'm going somewhere to do something.
All right.
I looked at her probably for the first time the other day, right? Because she walking out of the house, and I said,
where you going?
And that was like, and I like, damn, that was like my first time really asking, where you going? Like, she ain't
because you used to be an
used
autonomous.
She a grown ass woman.
Right.
Once you start telling your partner or asking where you going, it becomes expected
to me
at some point.
Pandora's box.
Yeah, bro, exactly.
To me,
you've opened up a situation where you have to be responsible all the time.
I never want to seem like I'm controlling her.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want that same thing placed upon me.
Exactly.
Look here.
This is why I don't make such an effort to involve anybody in what I'm doing, in particular my wife, because I don't want her feeling like, well, damn, Trevor wants me to listen to this, watch this, read this, and if I don't, I'm going to feel bad, and he better. I don't want that. So if she finds it on her own, for me, that's more valuable than me introducing it and her being, because in a sense, I'm asking her to like it if I introduce it to her. But if she finds it on her own and she listens to it on her own time, I feel like she's taking her own making her own effort to appreciate what I'm doing artistically.
I mean, though, all right, so Trev, just keeping it 100. You at least say, hey, babe, babe, I'm
okay, so listen.
Wait, hold on. Babe, I went to the studio and I put down a new song.
I really don't. I went to the studio.
You don't say it?
No, bro. I was in the studio Thursday, recorded a new song, but Underground Railroad. You guys know I'm on Underground Railroad. I definitely told her that.
The Underground Railroad.
I definitely told her, baby, sit down and watch Underground Railroad. I'm in this.
Okay, you said it. So
we want everybody else to know who's watching. Check out our guy on the Underground Railroad on Amazon. It is a great series. I'm telling you about an outstanding series. It had me in my emotions.
It put you in your feelings.
Congratulations on that, brother.
But you know,
congratulations.
But it's great work by him and the director and everything. So check that out. But Mrs. Larkin actually said that was weird to her that we don't provide so much, give so much. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Ms. Larkin, as a relationship coach, I just want to put this out here, because there is an expectation that relationships have to go a certain way to be successful. And I learned in my process, 15 years it took me to put together the book.
Okay.
I've been relationship coaching for the last 4 years since I've been married. I'm going on 5 years happily married.
Hey, congrats, brother. Congrats, brother.
The biggest mistake that I made is thinking that circumstantially relationships should be the same.
Okay.
And that's just not true. Like this is what this work and the 15 years of research has taught me. Now, there has to be certain principles in place that all relationships have to be happy and healthy consistently.
Okay.
But the circumstances are going to be as vastly different as the individuals that's in the relationship.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's what I learned as a coach. What makes me what I am as a coach is I like to sit down and get to know the individuals. Right? So I don't apply my thought process to them. This is what your circumstance should be. I need to understand how your life is, what created your life, and how you see life itself as it pertains to relationship.
I want to ask a question.
Yes.
Professional relationship coach. 2 nights ago, my wife said to me, Trevor, I don't like that cologne that you're wearing. I've never liked it. I don't like it. Stop wearing it.
Wow.
And 50% of me, of course, I want to make my wife happy. I want to do what she wants me to do. So I want, okay, baby, you don't like this smell, I won't wear it anymore. But there's another 50% of me that's questioning, Trevor, are you about to lose your identity? And is this a slippery slope? Because I've been wearing this particular scent since way before I met my wife. I love
It's
this
deeper
scent.
rooted issues.
So let me ask you a question before he answers you.
Okay.
What is it about this scent that you're so tied to?
All right, that's a good question. It's frankincense. I love the smell of frankincense. It's a spiritual scent.
I do too.
It was part of this. It was one of the scents that that they blessed Jesus with, and this and that. I just love the scent of frankincense. It reminds me of spirituality
So
and
it
that
ain't
kind of
about
stuff.
you picking up no booty.
No,
on the
bro.
side.
No.
Okay.
And it
Just
has
asking.
holistic properties.
Because
And of course, it has healing properties.
Absolutely.
It helps my
doesn't like-
allergies.
she doesn't like the whole in the holisticness of.
She
the
don't
scent.
like the whole in the holistic.
Yeah, the whole, the whole in the holistic.
Well, you guys know my wife is Japanese. They don't really like smells. They don't really like soft, strong smells.
It's about cultural.
So it's a cultural thing.
It's a cultural.
It's a cultural thing.
That's different.
And that's a thing. So it's like, well, baby, you don't like this smell because, you don't like smells in general, or is it that you don't like this particular smell? And either way, baby, I like this smell. So, let me wear what I like. So half of me is like, well, Trevor, you got to please your wife. Stop wearing, get a new smell.
Right.
Another half of me is, Trevor, come on, this frankincense is you.
Right.
Am I losing myself? Am I losing part of myself by giving up this smell?
All right,
and
so
I'm asking the professional
Wait, hold it. My
relationship coach.
non-relationship coach answer. So in the house, don't put it on. Just keep a little bottle.
Somebody
in the
said to
car,
me that last
and
night.
then when you go out, you just put that shit
That's
on.
what somebody said to me
so
last
you can
night.
feel like who you are.
Trevor, just don't wear it around her. Yeah, that's a simple answer, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a simple answer.
That'll be 5 cents.
That is an answer. That is.
I'll take care of you outside
An
after the
answer.
You sure you want all his relationship advice?
Not all, but that was good.
That'll be 5 cents.
That is an answer, but it doesn't solve the issue.
problem, the issue. Right.
My expertise comes in the win-win.
Okay.
Right. Like I don't do the compromise because that's a dirty word to a lot of relationships. Because some people see compromise as
I lost.
I get the short stick.
I lost.
You get the longer stick.
I lost.
That's what they see over a period of time.
True.
So I specialize in the win-win. So it's funny that you say that, especially with frankincense, because there's certain smells that my wife is not very fond of.
Okay.
Because she has sensitivity. She has sinuses and allergies and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I like to wear frankincense and myrrh. So like what I've learned was the mixture. So this is personally what I do when she's sensitive to smells.
So you experimented with the smell?
Yes.
Wow, you went deep into it.
So I use that smell that I like, but I create a mixture to where I wear what I like, but then
it doesn't affect her.
It doesn't affect her in a negative way.
Wow, that is fantastic.
That is the win-win. So I really get into the science of relationship building and that type of thing.
You're a better man than me.
FYS.
It's simple.
FYS.
It's simple. You're a better man than me.
No. I just listen. It took me a long journey to get here. It took me a long
But I mean, that, you know, your approach to that situation just, you know, it implies a certain deep knowledge and sensitivity, intelligence. Well, you know what? My woman don't like this smell. Let me change it. Let me see how I can change
This
it.
is what fathers do.
Me, I'm thinking, well, Trevor, you got to get rid of it, or you got, you know.
This is what father
normally
figures and
it's either
fathers
or.
do.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's either or.
But it doesn't have to be.
But see, when you do that in a relationship, there's a tug of war that happens.
True.
Right? So my specialty is merging worlds.
Okay.
Merging ideas.
Not
merging
giving up an
intellect,
idea, but merging
connecting
them.
spiritually.
Okay.
Because that's what it's about. Like, it's a merger.
You got to give me your card, brother. I need your card. I'm going to need your information before this show is over, sir.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Going back to the last comment that was given by, we was talking about, explaining to Miss Larkin about that being weird, that you're not totally engaged with, or the expectation that you should be totally 100% engaged with your mate.
Yeah.
Would you think that is some kind of insecurity or distrust?
Weird.
Ooh, that's a
weird
good
just
question.
means different. So
I mean,
it's-
because that seems like, because what she's saying is weird to me seems kind of normal.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Meaning what?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't expect somebody, like it's going off what she's saying, that it's weird to me that somebody has to be that entangled in their mates' lives that they gotta actually be like, you want to be one, like y'all Siamese relationship.
That's where you're coming from with the insecurity.
See what I'm saying?
So I'll say it this way: like my wife is a very affectionate person,
right?
Okay.
Right. So she is into whatever I'm into, because like if I let her in, she equates that to love.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So it's more like, you don't love me if I'm not in your world totally. Now, I don't have to know all of the specifics, but I want to be involved. I want to be in your world. I want to be supportive. Like, I want to be your wing woman.
She wants to be involved in your experience, your
Right.
way you experience.
Right.
the world.
Like, she wants,
Okay, fair enough.
like she wants to know intimately why I'm happy about performing poetry or being on stage or traveling. Like, she wants to understand me in that way. So now it is a thin line though, because it could be insecurity just across that line, but
it's so close.
Knowing what I know and doing the work, having an intimate conversation with my wife. Like, I had to break this thing down. Now, is this coming from a space of ultimate neediness to where you won't ever be satisfied with what I'm doing, or it won't ever be enough? Or is that really how you interpret love, and you just want to be connected at the highest level? I need to know the difference between the two.
There is a difference, and there is a
It
difference.
is.
Okay, so back to Miss Larkin going in. Trevor,
Yes, sir.
She said, "This is why we aren't getting Father's Day gifts."
Why is that? Because we're not letting our partners completely into our lives?
Yeah, like, okay. Guess what?
Shoot, Miss Larkin going in.
Okay.
That could be true, though.
That could be true.
Hey, Miss Larkin, it's different strokes for different folks.
That's different.
Hey, sis, that's all
Hey,
it is.
there's a whole bunch of men out
That's
there
all
giving
it
their
is.
woman everything, and all he still is only getting socks.
Yeah.
You got to want to, meaning
You gotta want to, meaning it happens effort. You gotta want to, meaning it happens effortless.
Okay, I got you.
That's
Okay.
true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Absolutely.
That's true. I don't want to.
Yeah, like, it's about.
He wanted
like
me to
one of-
understand him that way. That's why he's married to me. That's okay. So I got you on that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah. See, that makes
But-
sense to your circumstance.
Right. Like, I mean, Trevor's married too.
Circumstances different though.
Yeah. See, different circumstances. Like even if Mark L was to marry 3 women,
Boy,
it's different.
I'm not gonna
It's-
marry one.
You say that now, brother.
I did that. I got the T-shirt.
I'm just using
and
that
the
as
cherry.
I'm just using that as an
Okay, use
example.
that example,
It'll be
okay.
a different dynamic in your situation
That is correct.
versus what Ms. Larkin is saying versus Trevor's relationship.
Correct.
Versus Sincere's marriage versus me and Phoenix's relationship.
Correct.
Like all of them have different reasons behind it. About Father's Day, once again, Walker Stylist. and the things that wives and adult children can do to show appreciation for their fathers. Also, what fathers appreciate on Father's Day, whether materialistic or non-materialistic. I want to hear the different views from the men on the panel.
Okay,
Play with it.
I'll crack it off. So basically, this is how I feel. As far as appreciation, believe it or not, I get appreciation all year long. As far as I'm concerned, I get appreciation all year long. So I don't tie it to a day. I don't say, all right, it's Father's Day. What you gonna do for me? Am I gonna get a brunch? Am I gonna get a robe? Am I gonna get a pipe? Am I gonna get some socks? Am I gonna get some whiskey? You know, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as I get appreciation throughout the year because the mother of my children is good to me. So I don't look at Father's Day as a day that's supposed to be elevated above any other day.
Right.
To me.
Yeah.
But that's my modesty.
So
I'm
you
always
don't fall.
appreciative of anything I get because of that. If they give me a car, I'm going by that tomorrow.
So
if
you don't
she
fall.
make me a slice of bacon, I'm gonna be like,
I got a question
it.
for you. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So you don't fall for the capitalistic idea of celebrating this thing.
No.
There is an appreciation on a regular basis that you can appreciate.
I don't care about that. But I really don't care about my birthday. I'm happy when my birthday comes that I was able to make another year around the sun. Do I need a big to-do? No. Do I have the feeling, for example, I'll be 49 this year. At 50, I'm going to probably want a big party. I'm probably going to plan it.
Milestone, yeah.
I'm probably going to plan it. I don't care for anybody to plan it. I don't need a surprise party.
Right.
I'm happy that I made 50 revolutions.
That's it, man.
Around the sun.
Yeah.
I made 50 revolutions. I'm half a century old. I'm probably going to plan it. Do I expect gifts? No. I expect people to come and have a good time. And I expect people to come and say, you know what? You haven't done this 50 times. You have had an impact on my life that is unforgettable, and I'm here to celebrate with you. Dude, we can do that shit in the driveway.
So make sure I know about that. And make sure I know about the party.
I will.
And if I can contribute
I
in any
will.
way, let me
It
know.
ain't even necessary.
Yeah.
It'll be liquor there already because I'm going to be drinking because I've done it 50 times. But my point is, my birthday is for me. My Father's Day is for me.
Right.
I feel like this. If you want to celebrate me, thank you. I'm cool with how I feel about it. I feel pride for it.
Word.
So that's where I'm at with it.
Trevor, what would make Father's Day special to you?
I would love it if the mothers of two baby mothers. I would love it if the mothers of my children would call me and say, "Thank you for giving me these beautiful children. How are you doing? How are you doing right now?" I would appreciate that. It doesn't happen. It hasn't happened. You know, I have one of my baby mothers is in Japan, and you know I haven't heard from her. I don't need to go into my story, but I haven't heard from her for 8 or 9 years. She doesn't call me. She doesn't acknowledge me. It would be an incredible blessing to get a call from her to say, "Hey, Tayo and Asia are doing wonderful." I also have another baby mother in New York.
Did you say Taiwanese?
Tayo and Asia.
Oh, okay.
Tayo and
I
Asia.
was about to say, did they put the blackness on the... No, go ahead.
Tayo and Asia. It would just be wonderful to hear from my children's mothers. You know, thank you for giving me these children.
Okay.
I think that would be fantastic.
Okay.
Doesn't happen. But I would really appreciate that because when Mother's Day rolls around, I definitely think about and contact the mother of my children. I contact
to pay homage to her.
To pay homage to them. Hey, thank you for this child or these children. It'd be wonderful to hear the same thing from my baby mothers, but that doesn't happen.
Tyler, how about you?
Well, just want to touch back with a comment by Miss Larkin. Miss Larkin said she is sorry to hear that. I mean, that's I mean, when
call in, Miss Larkin.
Conversations like this is why we're here for, to see what men go through. Like,
true,
this little moment right there is something that would mean the world to him. You know what I'm saying?
True, that's real.
Waka Stylist. Yes, Trevor. That's why I asked, because some wives and children listening may need some ideas.
Okay.
Thank you, Waka Stylist.
Yeah, I would say on the other end,
we gotta know.
Just tap in. Like, tap in with. Like, see, we've gotten into a space relationally where majority of things that we do are based off of assumption. True. Connection, communication, intentionality means the world to any relationship.
These are facts.
Right?
These are facts.
Like, I know what my wife wants.
You just kind of know.
I know what she wants because we talk daily about different things. Like, other than just bills or how was work? All right, now I'm going to go do what I do. No, it's intentional conversation.
Right.
So I continue to take up real estate space in this woman's heart, her spirit, her mind. So all I do is go and pick from the vegetation when it's time to go get her something, to recognize her, to love on her.
But that talks about the attention you pay to your relationship, and that talks about the attention you pay to the other person that's sharing your space.
Yeah, right.
That's what it is, whether we know it or not. True. So we playing the game but don't know the rules.
If you know your girl like to get her nails done, and you have it in your means, and you go, you know what? Let me send Phoenix to go get her nails did. Or get a haircut.
Go get her nails done 5 times.
Regardless. But my point being,
she's working hard.
Right? But my point being,
working from home.
You know that look. You know that look she gets on her face. You know that look she get on her face when you say, "Baby, go get your nails done."
Oh no, she don't love that look.
She don't love that look.
I don't do it. Baby, the rent paid. Sounds sexier to me.
Baby, we still got life. Look at all this.
We got that man shit going on, y'all. Cause paying the gas bill, the electric bill, and the rent,
sexiest.
It's the sexiest thing in the world.
No.
To say you ain't got to kick in on the rent this month, babe.
Yeah.
It's a sexy thing. You ain't got to put the light bill on your card. I got this.
I got
leave your person home tonight.
Hey, that $60 I was gonna ask you to help me with.
I got it.
Do whatever you gonna do. Oh, you gonna get your nails done? Cool.
I got it.
Cool,
okay, got you.
Cool.
I feel you. Okay.
No.
Y'all are making a joke about that, but that's dead serious.
That's a real joke.
That's
You
real.
thought it was a joke?
That's real.
You thought it was comedy.
Let me tell you something.
Women do not care about the flowers you bring home. Women do not care about the dinner you cook. Women care that bill is paid. All of those things, they really, really care about that. That does turn them on.
But if you could do extra, that's great.
Sure, always.
So always reach into the extra that you can do. Like the little bit I can do along that.
You absolutely do it.
I'm on my way home getting something. You need me to get you something.
Oh, listen.
The security a man can provide is valuable, man.
For the first time in the year of our Lord, 2021, dialing the 5 greatest rappers. Dial it. Just said that he is sensitive to his woman's needs.
Not necessarily. I
heard it. You can't take it back.
No.
You can't take it back.
What I don't allow.
Phoenix, call in.
What I don't allow is
6,
somebody
7, 8.
to flip the situation.
586.
I said I'm sensitive to the relationships needs.
9241.
She just so happens to be in the relationship.
Okay, got you. So since she's in there,
yeah,
totally different connotation.
Different.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to say. Sensitive to Phoenix's needs.
Men have to do it.
What do you take?
Where do you take me ass? Ladies and gentlemen, let me just let y'all know that we are definitely in overtime. We are in overtime on the Mail Review, so anything goes at this point.
Anything.
But I want you to know.
We are in Mail Review overtime. We do got to wrap it up. Y'all got somewhere to be.
Hey, everybody got somewhere to be.
I got a couple of events.
So, look, but this show has been fantastic, fellas. I'm going to just say, listen, y'all, again, let me just say, first of all, happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day weekend.
Absolutely.
Happy tuning in to the Mail Review with the leg. Because, I mean, y'all should be happy. Because let me tell you something. This show right here. This show right here, nigga.
This right here.
We got Black People Whiskey.
Hey,
Black
Uncle
people-
Nearest.
It's Juneteenth.
Yes.
We got AAA in the building.
Hey.
The upper room didn't break through the door yet for Dylan. Sincere's in the building, and
Hey.
all the women did not break down the door for him, even though he's married. Mark L is here wearing a hat. Ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go through these last questions. Noah Walker Stylist asks questions like these. Phoenix, yes, he is. He don't let me
Hunt lied to y'all. Phoenix,
Well,
have you
she
been drinking Black People Whiskey?
See. She been drinking. I don't know what the hell.
She been drinking
Phoenix
Black
is-
People Whiskey.
She been drinking Black People Whiskey.
We love it.
So
Shout out to Black People
So
Whiskey.
I haven't spoken anything on Juneteenth, and I just wanted to make sure to make this sentiment known and clear.
Yes, sir.
In a space of conditioning and programming and the mental cycle aspects of this construct that we're in, that we call America, what we want to do is to make sure that we free our minds.
Stop killing us.
All right, so at this point, one of the most dangerous things is to think that you have a choice, but all you're doing is executing on the programming, right? So let's free our minds. Let's take this Juneteenth to free our minds, to plug in to who you are, what you are, and why you are, so we can absolutely be free.
Wow. Great words, Brother Sincere. Thank you for coming in. One of the members of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Once again, for those who are unaware, that's a slogan that we've gone by that I have created and made a purpose out of this thing that we have here with this brotherhood that we're developing with all brothers involved, just to create a vision of brothers that are doing things within the community that we often hear that we aren't doing. We're getting some of this these days, and we have to rewrite the narrative.
Absolutely.
We have to really control this narrative with moments like this, with Juneteenth, that show that we do have black men, brothers that are concerned with what is going on in the community.
Yes.
Not only concerned about the issues in the community, that are trying to do things
But doing the work.
See what I'm saying? Put the footwork in. So with this collection of brothers that I have around me, we have to create this League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, because that's what they are. Extraordinary.
Hey.
So when you reach out and you see these events with these brothers involved, you'll get an idea of what the purpose is. Somebody who is a relationship coach, somebody who does help the military in the background, somebody who hosts anti-violence and anti-bullying events, suicide, all these type of things are the collection of brothers. Financial stability standard within the black community. Shout out to Checks. Financially speaking, all these brothers that we have around us who are doing great things. Let y'all know we are here, and it's real. Shout out to Trevor. I think I have to make this nod to add him as one of the members of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen on this day.
I appreciate and accept.
You know what I'm saying? You are now initiated into the league.
I appreciate and accept.
Think about it.
All right, fellas, raise your cups to that.
Yeah.
All right, Trevor being a part of the League.
I got my coffee. Is that all right?
Gentlemen, all right.
The coffee doesn't quite work.
We get it. It's coffee.
Some kind of an apprentice.
Coffee.
Right.
Coffee.
Hey, somebody got to be focused around
Somebody
here.
got to be
You know what I
focused
mean?
around- Yeah.
One of us got to be a grown up.
Somebody has to be humble.
There you go.
So let me read the last comments on the leg chats, and then
right.
we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Miss Larkin said, I knew he was flexing, talking about me when Mark L tried to point out that I guess I'm showing some feelings out here. I don't know what the hell.
Feelings?
Feelings.
Diamond?
Felix has said, Miss Larkin, he definitely is flexing.
Flexes. Listen, look, you got some conversations to have after this show. Let me get y'all straight in here about who I am, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so Miss Larkin said, great show, and
Thank
Walker
you, Miss
Stylist
Larkin.
said, good show. Thank you to the listeners and everybody who is who have joined us today
From
on
as
the
far
Mail
across
Review.
as Germany.
Shout out to
Hey.
brother Josh the intern who couldn't be with us, and the brother TR who chimed in on the chats earlier.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
called in too.
And
Don't
called in
forget he
as
called
well.
in.
Shout out to the other shows. Check out Rap Analytics every Tuesday and Thursday.
Absolutely.
For the hip hop culture, everything, man. They got an outstanding concept with the Versus thing that they're putting together with the Atlanta-based artists, independent artists. Great shows. Women in the Mic are down there right there in Tunica right now, partying it up. Hey,
in Tunica.
They getting the business for real.
They getting the business. Okay, right on.
You gotta watch Spicy because I don't know what.
Listen,
Oh,
I watch Spicy. Anyway, moving along. That's gonna be on another show with Mark After Dark. The Watching Spicy.
Where in the world is Spicy?
Where is Spicy and what is she doing?
Oh boy, I'm not doing this with y'all.
Y'all, thank y'all.
You log off, man.
Look, thank y'all for tuning in to Studio 7B. Definitely on this Juneteenth, Saturday, Father's Day weekend. My brother Sincere, my brother Darlin Yale, my brother Trevor, the AAA, David in the building. Look, thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for coming out to
Thanks
hear
for
us
having
spit
us,
that
brother.
smack. Yes, thank y'all for having us in your homes. I'm still mad that y'all scared to call in. Like, we gonna jump on y'all. That's dialing. I'm gonna be nice to y'all. I'm gonna be like, hey baby, how you doing?
Word up.
What's going on? What's the problem? Hey, but it's cool. Don't worry. Thank y'all for tuning in today on the Mail Review, kicking it with the leg in the building.
Yeah,
Brother
yeah.
Dylan, I know you gave us this catchphrase. It sounds like you should say it today.
All right. So before you jump into it, I want to say this to the people.
Damn,
all right.
I got my voice deep in everything.
Damn.
Peace, love, and sin, y'all. Thank y'all for listening, and don't wait to be great.
Brother Sincere, thank you for definitely.
Well, that's the
coming
motto
in.
for today.
That's the
Juneteenth.
motto.
I will say this: this moment of Juneteenth being recognized as a holiday is an outstanding thing.
It is.
But just understand this: we have more work to do.
Right.
So
we
much
have
more
work to do.
Yes.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right.
We have a lot of business to get.
You ain't black unless
Don't
you
get
sign
caught
a
up
bill
in
for
justice.
Juneteenth.
Don't get caught up in
Wait,
justice.
the whiskey's talking for me. I'm
Holla
sorry.
at
Take over,
y'all.
boss.
Get the business.
Get
Yale RadioCast.com.
some time on Yale RadioCast.